All right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Just let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all know my Zoom be fucking up. I start going in, and then next. Hold on. Hold on. We about to get it in though. We about to get it in though. Yeah, I like that. I like what Yara did. Because he just put himself in a fucked up position. Let me stop. Let me not make it so uh let me not make it so adversarial. Right? Let me not base this in conflict, right? But yeah, y'all come on in, man. Let me do this real because it's a smoke session, so I gotta get right. I gotta make sure I'm right for the smoke session. Hold on. But we go cook though. We go cook. And I want to get it started like this, bro. Everybody talking about solutions. Everybody talking about solutions. Don't nobody know what the problem is. Don't nobody really know what the problem is. It's all this dialogue about, well, we got to bring solutions to the table. We got to bring solutions. But when you hear what niggas frame as the problem, it don't make sense. That's why the solutions don't work. All right, hold on. All right, I'm good. I'm good. Ah, shit. Y'all bear with the nigga just a minute. All right. Hold on. Niggas said they want the link. Let me get the link real quick. Hey, I'm gonna send out the link, but y'all gotta let me cook for a minute. I'm gonna put the link up here, but y'all gotta let a nigga cook, cause I was holding this, boy. I was patient. You know what I'm saying? I was respectful. All right. I'm glad y'all did it this the way that he did it, because that means when you start to get into scholarship, what you hear these niggas talk about is bullshit. When these niggas framing what the boogeyman is and all this other shit, it's bullshit. When you get into the scholarship, because Taz in the building, you gotta let me rock, Taz. You gotta let me cook, because we in the scholarship game now. This man presented sources, he presented evidence, he had a certain conversation. Thank you for finally bringing it here. Because this isn't going to be personal, this isn't going to be ad hominem at all, but I will be talking about Yara. Now, first, let's get the definition of ad hominem out the way. The definition of an ad hominem is an argument that is solely focused on the individual as a way to undermine what's being said. That means that, oh, you ugly, or, you know what I'm saying, you can't talk shit because you funny looking. You know what I mean? I may be referring to things that Yara does, but it's not, I'm using Yara solely as an example of what's being discussed. Because I will also be getting into scholarship. Now this is, you know what I'm saying, this is off the top of the dome. This is, I've been running errands, listening. I just pulled some shit together that I feel like is the most pointed. But I'm gonna start with one thing I learned in debate. One thing I learned in debate was that when somebody reads a piece of evidence, you always want to read the whole thing. They may only read a piece, but you want to be able to read the whole thing. You feel me? That's why sourcing is important, so people can go back and see, oh, okay, he read this excerpt, but what else does it say? What else does that author say? Because one thing that y'all heard a lot brought up when it came to me was Damo was accused of quote mining. And we ain't gonna get into that, right? Because I'm cool, Kansu cool, Melvin cool, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But We saw a prime example of quote mining today and a prime example of hypocrisy. This is why y'all niggas better stay out of scholarship. This is why y'all niggas better stay out of scholarship, because I really do this shit. In the beginning of this stream, now actually first, let me address all of the scientific research, the psychological research, all of that shit, right? While that information was properly sourced, properly vetted, it was peer reviewed, right? So it meets the standard for solid evidence in a presentation, an argument, debate, whatever. The question is always, what conclusion are you drawing using that evidence? And then does the evidence support that conclusion? So you can say, oh, a psychology study showed this, but what conclusion are you drawing with that psychology study? That's what we're going to call into question. We're talking about masculinity. And what he attempted to do was use these examples of certain psychological things that are identified and again been peer reviewed and properly vetted. He's using these as a way to say, this is evidence that proves my point. But the point he was making was about masculinity. The point he was making was about masculinity. None of those things, none of those sources that he pointed out spoke to the question of what masculinity is, identified masculinity. None of those sources provide any rubric to understand masculinity. So while those are actual psychological studies, the conclusion he's trying to draw using those studies, they don't draw the same conclusion. Period. So I'll give him that. I'll give him those sources, but the point that will be made in this rebuttal is the sources that you utilize don't draw the conclusion that you are attempting to draw with the conversation and the question of masculinity. Because you start that conversation with bell hooks. And that's where you fucked up. You start the conversation with a lesbian feminist. Let me repeat, bell hooks is a lesbian feminist. If I don't recall, Yara has criticized feminism for its lesbian nature and for its relationship with Black men. My bad, I got a phone call. But Yara routinely criticizes feminism for this relationship with lesbianism and their relationship towards Black men. That's why he calls Taz a feminist. That's why he called me a feminist. So why would Yara use bell hooks as a argument or as a source to say how the world sees Black men? Because the first thing that this does is it contradicts his position that feminists don't give a fuck about Black men. It contradicts his position that lesbian feminists don't give a fuck about Black men. Because you're using bell hooks to point out how a part of her scholarship, and we're gonna get into it. I have the book. You was using somebody quoting her. I have the book. I'm gonna show you the source. But it's the first piece of evidence to prove how you full of shit. And you've been full of shit. All of the arguments that you've made against feminism are now thrown out the window because even you now, when you look into the actual scholarship, have to recognize that Black feminists don't position themselves against Black men. They recognize the circumstances of Black men and they identify it. And lesbian Black feminists recognize the circumstances of Black men to the point where you had to quote one. You're done. When you get into scholarship, that's when you start looking bad. And I got you, Richard, I'm gonna read that in just a second. Hey, Taz, you on?
What up?
Take over real quick. I gotta go get my son real quick. Take over real quick.
All right. So,
what's up? Hey,
I'll
y'all.
get back.
What up?
What's up, Domo? Unhad me because some stupid motherfucker just hit me and I didn't even say nothing in the chat.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to do it.
Yeah, and Taz, they did it on your channel too. I think
All
it
right,
be some of those new
I'll
models.
check on it today. This ain't the time right now, though, man. I got you. I'll do it today.
Okay. Nah, I'm talking about in Domo chat. They just did it too.
All right.
All right.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like for real, last night I heard audio of some fucking weirdo on here threatening to kill Cynthia and other black women, right? It's on here threatening black women freely. And so when these niggas do these corny ass streams talking about black male this and black male masculinity, you pussy ass niggas ain't never nowhere around to deal with the fucking issues. This same corny ass nigga on here today trying to play and pretend to be Taz, trying to make a new channel and promote it. Man, fuck that channel you wanna be. Y'all better not go subscribe to that shit. Let that nigga and his fucking fraudulent phonies and them women that follow these fuck niggas subscribe to that shit. Nigga, I've been doing this shit. But when I do it, it's feminine. When I do it, it's feminine. Make sure y'all pay attention to what this nigga doing. This nigga trying to create manosphere 4.0, nigga. The nigga trying to create manosphere 4.0, and if this coward ass wasn't, the pussy wouldn't have kicked me off. Stay the fuck away from these predatory black men. Ain't nobody fucking playing with this nigga. The fuck? I do this shit in real fucking time. When a motherfucker get on here and threaten black women, I jump in front of that shit right in the fucking moment. This nigga sitting around talking about some shit that he just got hip to. These niggas just got hip to this issue, but they want to be the experts. Niggas who've been sitting on YouTube debating for years. Look at the track records of these niggas. Been sitting on here for years. Tommy and them been on here. The manosphere been on here doing this shit. Bitch ass nigga, I came through the door checking niggas. Now you questioning masculinity? Fuck, nigga. That's why you're sitting around wondering, well, why ain't no women coming up here, nigga? Because I came up. I speak for them, nigga. I'm going to speak for them. Ain't no woman that supports me coming to talk to you weirdos, nigga. I'm going to come. And they going to watch you niggas fold, nigga. They going to watch you fold. So it's a question about solutions. I got one for you. Get your motherfucking ass over there to your community and talk to your people, nigga. Because when I just pulled up to talk to you, you kicked me off. So stay in your community, amongst your people, that little small group of motherfuckers. Because when you come outside of that community, you're going to get embarrassed. You're going to get embarrassed. Nigga kicked me off for a simple question. And it's the same shit with all these niggas. If you've been around, you know men can't stand my presence. Because I'm going to ask them questions that's going to sting, the ones that hurt. And these niggas just wanted to be in a way where they control the situation with black women. Black women don't say shit. Y'all sit there and accept whatever these niggas say. Nah. And we don't operate from that. Some of these women that they used to dealing with, they used to doing it. Whatever these niggas say, these niggas right. Yo, elder, y'all right. That nigga ain't my fucking elder. So you motherfuckers can sit around and listen to these niggas belittle you, make you look like a fucking fool. Because niggas sitting up there on the fucking panel acting like
facts.
It's open for women to come up here and talk to you niggas. You niggas been disrespectful for 3 days. You the same nigga that said, fuck my grandma. Now you want to come up here and do a presentation? Nigga, you can't fix that with no motherfucking PowerPoint. I don't give a fuck who you go get. Dumbass solar mind can't help you, nigga. I body bag shit on here when it comes to this proof. You niggas can't do no PowerPoint to show your lack of being in the fight, nigga. Go stand your weak ass down like you've been doing for years. Go ahead, Domo.
Oh, but the scholarship. The scholarship. Let's get to it. Let me get back to the screen share. Let me get back to this screen share. Here we go. Now this is where Yara was quoting this from. Can y'all see my screen? This is where Yara was quoting this from. All right, Black Men and Male Masculinity, Bell Hooks, right? This is what she says. This is what the Black lesbian feminist says about Black men. Sadly, the real truth, which is taboo to speak, is that this is a culture that does not love Black males. They are not loved by white men, white women, Black women, or girls and boys. And that especially, most Black men do not love themselves. How could they? How could they be expected to love surrounded by so much envy, desire, hate? Black males in the culture of imperialist, white supremacist, capitalist, patriarchy are feared, but they are not loved. Of course, part of the brainwashing that takes place in the culture of domination is the confusion of the two, the confusion of fear and love. This is who Yara is quoting to talk about masculinity, a Black lesbian feminist. So we are all agree that feminism as a concept, specifically and uniquely Black feminism as a concept, does not preclude a compassionate discussion about the circumstances of Black men. This, and even though, even though within feminism is certain tensions with bell hooks and other feminists, what we see here is that this is proof that when Yara calls Taz a feminist and calls me a feminist and call other women on this platform or some of the things that said is feminist talking points, he started his stream with a feminist talking point. That's why you can't fuck with me in the scholarship, my nigga. This is what happens when niggas step out of that YouTube game and think they gonna play this scholarship shit. You have been complaining about feminists and lesbians for as long as I've been around this motherfucker. And the first time you have an in-depth conversation about masculinity, you start your whole lecture off with a quote from a lesbian feminist. And we're gonna get more into why you quote mine this and how what bell hooks actually is arguing with this position is much deeper than the bullshit that you presented in the stream. Now again, I know niggas is gonna be like, well, he presented actual science, and again, the evidence might be correct, but does it match the conclusion that the person attempting to use the evidence is drawing upon? Let's go deeper into this bitch. This is where Yara fucks up. Because if you just go a couple pages down, right? She says here, today it should be obvious to any thinker and writer speaking about Black males that the primary genocidal threat, the force that endangers Black male life, is patriarchal masculinity. If I'm not mistaken, Yara is in favor of the patriarchy, correct? Yara is in favor of the patriarchy as a channel. He's promoting the patriarch's channel. But the woman that he quote mined, a couple pages from where she says that, says that the genocidal threat to Black men is patriarchal masculinity. She goes on to say, for more than 30 years, one aspect of my political activism has been working to educate a mass public about the impact of patriarchy and sexism in the lives of Black folks. As an advocate of feminist politics, again, this is the person that he started the stream off talking about, I have consistently called attention to the need for men to critique patriarchy and involve themselves in shaping feminist movement and addressing male liberation. What? A feminist talking about men challenging the masculine patriarchy that exists as it is today is actually, it's good for men and men should call it out? And niggas is trying to tell you, bro, I want to hear what a woman can tell me. Well, women are saying men should call this shit out. Niggas are sitting on streams saying that women should be talking about this. Men shouldn't be having conversations about feminism and about challenging. But women are saying men should be calling this out. Uniquely, the woman that Yara used to begin his conversation about patriarchy. She goes on to say, in an essay written more than 10 years ago, titled Reconstructing Black Masculinity, I suggest that we can break the life-threatening chokehold patriarchal masculinity imposes on Black men and create life-sustaining visions of a reconstructed Black masculinity that can provide Black men ways to save their lives and the lives of their brothers and sisters in the struggle. So here, now this is where Bell Hooks actually comes into contention with other Black feminists, but she still stands on her own as a giant in the field, right? Because again, even Black feminism isn't a monolithic. As much as as many times as niggas got on here, oh, Black people not a monolith. Black feminism is not monolithic. That means you got different schools of thought within Black feminism. Bell Hooks is of the school of Black feminist thought, of the idea. And hold on, as we continue, I told you, motherfuckers, the difference in the relationship between what we consider mainstream feminism and Black feminism is the relationship that Black feminists have with men. And the scholar that Yara used is an example of that. You can't hang yourself worse than this, bro. I thank you for finally showing that you was willing to step into this arena. And this is why I get on to do the discussion and none of that, because I wanted him to be able to get his shit off. I didn't want to do no competing streams. I didn't want to do none of that. I wanted him to be able to get his shit off. But this is what it looked like. You not really in it like that, my nigga. Because what she's saying here is she is of the school of feminist thought. This is a lesbian, people, that we can reconstruct what Black masculinity looks like, but it hasn't been done. We have not put forth the effort to challenge mainstream perceptions, the perceptions that we see here on YouTube, the perceptions that we seen in Yara's stream. That hasn't been challenged or changed. Black men have not, as a group, asked the question, who taught us masculinity? Because when we do, oh, well, we was raised by single mothers. And that's silly shit. White people, the white man, stop playing games. We have learned what concepts of masculinity were through the white man, and all the Bell Hooks talk about it. We're going to get into it. She says, yet despite this work and similar work by Michelle Wallace, Gary Lemons, Essex Hemphill, and other advocates of feminist politics, our work has not influenced the more mainstream writing about Black masculinity that continues to push the notion that all Black men need to do to survive is be better patriarchs. Wait, so the person that Yara used to spearhead his conversation about masculinity argues that we must push back against the notion that to be better Black men, we just have to be better patriarchs. Because of what that means for Black men in this fucking society. But when these niggas get on here talking about solutions, what do they sound like, people?
They sound like the manosphere.
They sound like better patriarchs. Hold on. We go get into it. We not done though. We not done. So the first chapter of the book, because again, Yara quoted somebody quoting the book, talking about the book. This is the book itself. And the first chapter is called Plantation Patriarchy. And what it's referring to is how Black men became to understand the epistemology of masculinity. Now, we can listen. If you know me, I've gotten into conversations about ontology and epistemology. I do apologize. It's gonna get a little nerdy, you know what I'm saying? Because we stepped into my field. He stepped into what I do. So it's gonna sound like what it sounds like. Whenever we refer to normalized terms, right? When we refer to people, generally, the idea is white people. In order to deviate from that idea, you put things like Black people, Latino people, Asian people, and you only say white people to distinguish people from Black people and Asian people, right? So it means that the ontology that's usually presented when a term, when it's normalized, has an attachment to whiteness. So the way that it's understood then, its epistemology is shaped from whiteness. So when we hear the term masculinity, what's not being discussed, what's being ignored, when niggas talk about what the problem is, when we hear the term masculinity, we're talking about white masculinity. That's being ignored. And when the term Black masculinity is being deployed, because there has been no reassessment, readjustment, realignment of what masculinity means now, since it still stands, when you put Black on it, it's just like putting blackface on a white person. Be mad. Be mad. There has been no reassessment of what masculinity should look like in terms of Black men, specifically since Black men have been targeted to their detriment from being deemed hypermasculine, from being deemed dangerous. So we recognize that masculinity in and of itself initially is even today, is dangerous for Black men. We recognize that danger and how we're viewed as hyper-violent. So that means that if we don't want to be that masculine, what our masculinity got to look like? Black masculine gets you killed by the police. So what our masculinity got to look like? But let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. I'm sorry, because I don't want to be too long. She says here, this is Bell Hooks, continued. We're talking about plantation patriarchy. Says here that writing about the evolution of Black male involvement in patriarchal masculinity in the essay Reconstructing Black Masculinity, I write, although the gendered politics of slavery denied Black men the freedom to act as men within the definition set by white norms, listen again, although the gendered politics of slavery denied Black men the freedom to act as quote unquote men within the definition set by white norms, this notion of manhood did become the standard used to measure Black male progress. So although these enslaved African males were denied the right to be men, the standard of white men became the standard of manhood. The narratives of Henry Box Brown, Josiah Henson, Frederick Douglass, and a host of other Black men revealed that they saw freedom as that change in status that would enable them to fill the role of the chivalric, benevolent patriarch. Free, they would be men able to provide for and take care of their families, describing how he wept as he watched a white slave overseer beat his mother. William Wells Brown lamented, experience has taught me that nothing can be more heart-rendering than for one to see a dear and beloved mother or sister tortured and to hear their cries and not be able to render them assistance. But such is the position which an American slave occupies. Frederick Douglass did not feel his manhood affirmed by intellectual progress. It was affirmed when he fought man to man with the slave overseer. This struggle was a turning point in Douglass's life. It rekindled in my breast the smoldering embers of liberty. It brought up my Baltimore dreams and revived the sense of my own manhood. I was changed being after that fight. I was nothing before. I was a man now. The image of Black masculinity that emerged from slave narratives is one of hardworking men who long to assume full patriarchal responsibility for families and kin. So we already see here what she's describing is that when Black scholars and Black thinkers and Black leaders were able to speak when they felt their manhood. It was in that resistance. I was able to fight whiteness. I was able to fight back against the white man. I was able to help. I was able to be useful. But it didn't challenge the way women were positioned within that. It was all about the white man. And we see that today. What do we see when sisters bring up the conversations about what Black men are doing? It's it was on the stream that Taz had earlier today. Nah, we got to be fighting the white man. We got to be it's the white man. It's challenging the white man. What's being argued here is that it impedes the listening part, because it's parts about the white man through plantation patriarchy that Black men have assumed. And when the focus is only on attacking the white man, there's a gap in that growth. She goes on to say, this testimony shows that enslaved Black males were socialized by white folks to believe that they should endeavor to become patriarchs by seeking to attain the freedom to provide and protect for Black women to be benevolent patriarchs. Benevolent patriarchs exercise their power without using force. And it was this notion of patriarchy that educated Black men coming from slavery into freedom sought to mimic. What do we hear on these streams? If it's 2021, why is the demand of in the focus of masculinity for Black men still in challenging the white man? And think about it. If this has been the same the narrative since men crossed over from being considered slaves to being free, what has happened to the Black woman when that was never the focus? Yeah, you. What happened? Can we not see that in 2021, our perception of masculinity is still matching those of men who were newly released from slavery? The demand that you hear from my brothers in the league on these panels mirrors that of Frederick Douglass. These are men who saw slavery. These are men who felt the chains. Why is the demand for Black masculinity matching that of the men at that time? That would mean that it's antiquated. There hasn't been a shift. That reimagining that Bell Hooks is talking about didn't take place. Hold on, what happened to my screen share? Did I do that? Hold on, I ain't even been paying this. Hold on, y'all with me? There's people here, because I kind of just been going. There's people here. What is it looking like?
Yes, it's your avatar.
Okay, all right, let me get back to my screen. Hold on. Because we still in the scholarship. We still in the scholarship. But hear me though. Hear me. If we have Black feminists saying that there needs to be a reimagining of how we understand masculinity, and brothers are mirroring the demands of newly freed enslaved Africans in terms of how they understand masculinity, that means that hasn't taken place. There has not been a collective demand to challenge the Eurocentric concepts that exist in our relationship with Black women. It hasn't happened. Hold on, where was that? Let me see. Where was that? Stop the mimic. All right. However, a large majority of Black men took as their standard the dominator role set by white masters, or excuse me, the dominator model set by white masters. Let me repeat that. However, a large majority, and this is for all the niggas that say it ain't all Black men, it ain't all Black niggas. What does it say here? A large majority. This is a Black feminist. She's not over essentializing Black males. She's recognizing that it's not all Black men. This black feminist is saying a large majority of black men took as their standard the dominator model set by white masters. When slavery ended, these black men often used violence to dominate black women, which was a repetition of the strategies of control white slave masters used. Some newly freed black men would take their wives to the barn to beat them as the white owner had done. Clearly, by the time slavery ended, patriarchal masculinity had become an accepted ideal for most black men, an ideal that would be reinforced by 20th century norms. So you get to fight, you get to say, I'm pushing back against the white man. You get to say, I'm a part of the resistance, I'm the protector, I can become a provider. But what does the ugly side of that look like? While you get to be considered a provider, we have these instances of violence being used on the other end of that. This idea that, well, I pay the bills, I take care of my kids, I take care of my house. Then this slave master-like control comes out. And while everybody's talking about what the fuck the solution is, nobody's addressing that that's the fucking problem. Because when niggas challenge masculinity, then it's, oh, y'all want us to be women. Y'all want us to be gay. No, nigga, don't be white. You're being white. The white man that you don't fuck with. It's not about feminism. It's not about being effeminate. It's not about being gay. The flip side to this protector role is the dominator. Saying you don't need to be a fucking dominator is not saying that, nigga, you need to be gay. She goes on to say that despite the overwhelming support of patriarchal masculinity by black men, there was even in slavery those rare black males who repudiated the norms set by white oppressors. Individual black male renegades who either escaped from slavery or chose to change their circumstances once they were freed, often found refuge among Native Americans, thus moving into tribal cultures where patriarchal masculinity, with its insistence on violence and subjugation of women and children, was not the norms. Hold the fuck up. It's bell hooks. And again, the lesbian feminist author that Yara introduced at the beginning of his stream is this woman saying that there were black men who amalgamated themselves into Native American cultures in order to escape the patriarchal Western norms in terms of how families, men and women were understood. What? A lot of the niggas that's mixed up, that got mixed in with Native Americans and Native American women, did so out of an attempt to get a shit. I see keep closing. Hold on. Did so in an attempt to get away from the patriarchy that they learned on the plantation. The patriarchy that they learned on the plantation, where the subjugation of women and children was not the norm. Niggas been saying that shit ain't cool. Hell yeah. Tell them, Hugh. Hold on, we almost done. I think I got one more. She goes on to say that clearly the individual black males who strategized resistance to slavery plotted paths to freedom, and who invented new lives for themselves and their people were working against the white supremacist patriarchal norm. They were the men who set the stage for black male abolitionists who supported more freedom for women. Alexander Crummell, in his address before the Freedom's Aid Society in 1883, spoke directly to a program for racial uplift that would focus on black women. Hold on. So you telling me niggas been focused on uplifting black women while we fight the white supremacist power structure at the same time since 1883? While niggas is talking about, oh, we need to see both sides. This is both sides, motherfucker. It's people either in support of the patriarchy and people challenging it. And that's been the case since the beginning. It's niggas that adopted plantation patriarchy and it's niggas who challenged it. And it's always been like that. The reason why niggas don't know that is because there was an investment made in plantation patriarchy. But she continues saying that he announced in his address that the lot of the black man on the plantation has been sad and desolate enough. But the fate of the black woman has been awful. Wait. These is niggas who saw what plantations look like. These is niggas who felt with them how heavy them chains really was. And they said, but are women though? And niggas is talking about, in 2021, niggas is talking about both sides. In 2021, niggas is talking about both sides. But in fucking 1883, the nigga who was, they still looking at plantations said, yes, we dealing with it as black men, but are women though in 1883? I mean, then he goes on to talk about how Frederick Douglass, you know what I'm saying, also spoke in terms of gender equality and all of that. But the reason why I wanted to point this out is because this plantation patriarchy is what Bell Hooks argues is the origins of toxic masculinity, sir. Plantation patriarchy that you so proudly embrace, that you so proudly attach yourself to, that you have done nothing to show any example of any shift in the process or way of thinking. That's the origins of toxic masculinity. That's why it's important to understand who you using when niggas getting up here on these panels. This is an example of quote mining from our brother Yara, because everything he said after he read Bell Hooks would say that was some bullshit. Because she explains in the exact book that he attempted to quote from that plantation patriarchy shapes how black men understand what patriarchy should look like, what masculinity should look like. And because there hasn't been enough of an effort to challenge that, when we embrace patriarchy, when we embrace masculinity, we embracing the plantation, my nigga. Now, niggas will try to say that that's literally just motherfucking feminist talking points, right? Because again, the cognitive dissonance of niggas will have a nigga using a lesbian feminist and then attempt to undermine and call out feminism and feminist talking points. But the origins of what's being said by Bell Hooks can actually be found in Franz Fanon's work. If I could, it should be right. Where is it? All right, I'm gonna have to look for it. I thought I just had it pulled up. Cause like I said, I just heard the bullshit. And this was impromptu. You know what I'm saying? It's off the top of the head. Bear with me just a moment. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Oh yeah, we stay right here. Oh no, I was trying to change it. Hold on. Y'all bear with me just a moment. I was cooking. You feel me? So hold on. Yeah, we can say that. I'm trying to open this shit up. like I said, I got the sources. Discord changes. Fuck it.
Yeah, but like wrap it up though, fam. Like, let's get it. Like, real.
Nigga, fuck what you talking about, nigga.
Right.
You was student right now, nigga.
I'm right. You know, that's the problem.
You was student. Hold on. Okay, yeah, bet. Here we go. Here we go. This the last bit of this is the last little bit of the source material, and then we'll open it up. So here we go. Now this is Franz Fanon, right? This is Franz Fanon, French black dude, one of the premier scholars in studying and understanding race and blackness. And what he says, and just so we know where we at, what he says in Black Skin, White Mass, all right? This is him analyzing the phenomenology of race. And really, I'm really just touching on the surface level, because this, what Yara attempted to do was he attempted to psychoanalyze like black mothers and black boys. It was weird. But Fanon really does a phenomenal job of that form of psychoanalysis and actually really breaking it down. But as a part of his introduction into that conversation, one of the first things he points out is the black man who wants to turn his race white is as miserable as he who preaches hatred for the whites. Goes on to say that the black man wants to be white. The white man slaves to reach a human level. What he's pointing to is how white men theorize and philosophize about what humanity is, while black men are looking at standards of whiteness and attempting to fit themselves within that. And that's what we see with these forms of masculinity. He goes on to say that this is a fact. White men consider themselves superior to black men. This is another fact. Black men want to prove to white men at all costs the richness of their thought, the equal value of their intellect. This is not a feminist talking point. This is what you start to understand when you get into how we understand race and the ontology of whiteness and how it orients itself around how we understand society. He says it here, however painful it may be for me to accept this conclusion, I am obliged to state it. For the black man, there is only one destiny, and it is white. Before beginning the case, I have to say certain things. The analysis that I am undertaking is psychological. In spite of this, it is apparent to me that effective delineation of the black man entails an immediate recognition of social and economic realities. If there is an inferiority complex, it is the outcome of a double process, primarily economic, subsequently the internalization, or better, the epidermalization of this inferiority. Niggas don't do enough to challenge how we understand shit. They attempt to make themselves adhere to what already is understood. Like, for example, like with Moors, and when they attempt to tell you, or even like the Aborigines, and they attempt to the abos on the internet, when they attempt to tell you what black means and it's defined by Black's Laws Dictionary and all of that shit. No. Who gives a fuck if black is defined in Black's Law Dictionary as any particular thing? We have created a value to it. We have given meaning to it. As a culture, as the people who call themselves black, we have now created meaning. But what Fanon is pointing to is that black people get in their own way of being able to redefine these concepts because they find an attachment to the concepts as they currently exist. So when you have shit like masculinity, black men have a knee-jerk reaction to defend these concepts of black masculinity because of its cultural history. That is what Frederick Douglass and them came out with, initially assuming what it meant to be masculine, just fighting whiteness and protecting. But niggas never stopped to cut themselves off from the plantation portion of that patriarchy in terms of how they understood masculinity, and they allow, and even up until this point, a continued understanding of the ugly side of what that control looks like without addressing it. That's the issue. There is a false attachment to masculinity as it looked on the plantation that niggas don't understand still exists today. You have not reinvented it. We have not reassessed it. We have not reanalyzed it. We've looked and saw what it looked like and said, that's what I need to do. And that's the problem. That's where you wrong, Yara. That's why this ain't personal in terms of who you are as a man, but in terms when we start getting into this scholarship and really talking about where the issues stem from and these conversations of masculinity, it stems from the fact that we have not detached ourselves, divested from plantation politics, plantation patriarchy. And we think just because we got our own job and we got our own families and we not on the plantation that we've removed ourselves from it. But it's ironic how niggas will point out how niggas have a slave mind with everything else. But when it comes to masculinity, goddamn it, that's the one thing we got right. And it ain't been changed since. That's what the scholarship said. So if you're going to use bell hooks, that's her argument. That's what she's positing. But that's it, man. It's open. It's up.
Right. And so what you just heard was the fucking problem, right? So you're not going to intellectualize this, right? For some reason, niggas think they can intellectualize motherfuckers running around disrespecting niggas' wives, disrespecting women, telling men to go kill women, all these dumbass streams and these back and forths, these fucking debates about pussy ass niggas that none of y'all don't ever go talk to. I don't give a fuck what you read in these dumbass books. These niggas out here saying this shit openly, and niggas try to intellectualize the shit as if you even understand the issue. Fuck bell hooks. Fuck any of that shit. Fuck a PowerPoint. None of that shit don't matter in terms of dealing with the actual issue. Men going around this motherfucker telling other men to kill black women. And the best you can do is tell me your solution is to sit around and talk to some niggas about some shit you just found out about. Then when a nigga that knows this shit deals with these niggas, been dealing with them, I get called a feminist for telling black men that they don't understand this. You can't intellectualize it. The problem with intellectualizing it is you diminish what these women are actually saying. This ain't about.
All right. Now you fucking up. Nigga,
you fucked up by running your motherfucking mouth for 45 minutes. What do you mean? You don't even know the fucking issue.
Hold on, time out.
You sit up here and just run your mouths about shit y'all don't get.
Hey, listen, you talking to the wrong nigga, my nigga.
You interrupted me.
I had a perfect.
I sat on mute and let you talk, nigga.
Yeah, cause nigga, this is my motherfucking stream, nigga. The fuck you mean?
I disagree with your scholarly approach, and I ain't say shit.
I don't give a fuck.
So fall back while I'm talking.
Nah, bro, it don't work like that.
So how it work? I gotta listen to you like I was supposed to listen to him, nigga. You
ain't gotta.
You gonna become him too?
You ain't gotta do whatever, my nigga. You ain't gotta do whatever, my nigga. What's up?
Y'all niggas don't hear yourselves.
What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga?
What's up?
Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Yeah, hey, what? You think I won't?
TikTok, nigga. Hurry up.
Think I won't?
Hurry up.
Make it simple, just like that, nigga. I don't give a fuck what your purpose was, nigga. I had a purpose when I did this thing, nigga. Give a fuck what you think about intellectualizing. This is problem with you niggas in the first fucking place. This that YouTube shit, nigga. This that YouTube shit. Niggas want to get up there and preach and do all of this other shit. Nigga, you got your crusade. Nigga, do your motherfucking crusade. Nigga, but you ain't about to disrespect me and what the fuck I do. This is my motherfucking lane, nigga. This is my motherfucking lane, nigga. I don't give a fuck about the fight that you do. Yeah, nigga, do your motherfucking fight. You got that shit, nigga. You got all of that. But you ain't about to sit up here and disrespect and demean everything like what the fuck I'm doing. I ain't about to let you do. I don't know what the fuck you think this is. I ain't no bitch ass nigga, bro. I don't know what y'all niggas think is going on with all of this other shit. But look, y'all can keep that YouTube shit. Whatever crusade niggas is on, y'all can keep that, nigga. I said I'm here for what I'm here for. Solar Vision Debate League, Argument League is a think tank. You niggas ain't about to spend stream after stream after stream after stream yelling on some bullshit, nigga. Talking about, well, you don't understand what the problem is. Nigga, you got a problem with that motherfucking nigga, bro. You got problems with on the internet that I don't give a fuck about, nigga. I know what niggas is doing on the internet, and I know what niggas is saying in real fucking life, nigga. And I don't need you preaching, teaching, and none of that shit about what the fuck I understand simply because I broke it down in a way that your punk ass could. I didn't need to yell And what the fuck is you talking about? These black nigga Bell Hooks. Oh fuck Bell Hooks. Nigga, she a black woman. What the fuck is you talking about? This is what black women are fucking saying. What the fuck are you talking about? Niggas is goofy as shit. I'm not about to do this shit with you niggas, bro. It could be up. Turn it all the way the fuck up. You want it to be. I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. My apologies. I really shouldn't be talking. I ain't tripping off none of that. It could be.
Don't call him a punk. Let him come back. Because it is important. This stuff on the internet is getting out of control. It's a lot of anti-black women. It's a lot of anti-black women haters. A lot of these
I get that.
They've been in this space over 10 to 15 years, really going back 30 or 40 years.
I get
that. So he do got a valid point of what he's saying.
But he
besides the book, he's saying it's actually happening in real time. And it just happened the other day.
And that's cool. Because
these men that's doing it are degenerates, and he's a stand-up guy. Taz is actually.
I mean, listen, I'm not questioning whether or not he a stand-up nigga. I ain't questioning that. He got that. I've been standing behind the nigga. I've been rocking with the nigga. But you're not
understanding where he's coming from.
But see, okay.
He's saying that like you all should defend like how he's defending.
I'm not though. I'm not fucking him. I don't need to defend it like him. I'm not him. I'm my own motherfucker.
You should defend it. I'm saying something similar.
I defend what I defend, but I'm not gonna defend it like him. I do what the fuck I do. I don't do what he do. He got that. That lane, that jumping on niggas' channels, yelling and punk ass nigga, this, that, and the third. Do that.
Because they going around disrespecting black women.
And I'm not stopping him from doing that.
The men come around stalking and harassing us. You should do something similar.
Nah, I don't. I don't need to fucking do that shit. What I do in my real life. So
you saying you don't need to defend? You just saying let it sit back and happen?
Man, listen.
And just only
we not like listen.
It don't make no sense.
Then. Listen. What I do.
So you wouldn't defend our honor, even if you have to go out.
Yo, what is you talking about? I defend what I defend, how I defend it. I'm not no fucking Taz puppet. The fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm not no fucking Taz puppet. I'm not some nigga here that's about to follow behind that. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck y'all think this is. This nigga got up here and said, no, nigga, you trying to intellectualize some shit that can't, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you talking to. I don't need to be lectured by you the same way I don't need to be lectured by Yara. And I ain't gonna put up with that nigga trying to lecture me the same way I ain't gonna put up with Yara trying to lecture me. What the fuck I did is what the fuck I did, and it was what I was going to do.
Y'all follow that manosphere shit.
That
or
I'm
that
saying,
old religious ways, and a lot of us is not religious.
And
so that's why some fuck nigga blocked me in the chat, or I don't know who did, if they got their own personal vendetta, and that was petty as hell. Because I didn't even say nothing disrespectful to nobody.
Man, listen, I'm not about, but this is the thing. With that, what Taz was willing to do, what Yara is willing to do, I'm not trying to do that shit. But I'm not about to let a nigga impose themselves and what they think on me on a fucking stream. Nigga, especially if it's a stream that I fucking ran because I had a purpose in fucking doing it. And then I'm not about to be lectured by a nigga just because, nigga, that's what you do. You rant, you do all that other shit, you cuss niggas out, bro. You got that shit. Ain't nobody getting in the way of you doing that shit. You got your fucking mission.
It's a reason why he do it though. Because a lot of niggas is weak and they don't. They fucking sit back and let a lot of shit happen to women.
And that's why I let women get violated or assaulted. And I don't get in his way. I don't get in his way. But you're not about to get up here and disrespect me though, because I'm not doing what the fuck.
We're not saying it's just him, but
it's
supposed to be other men's leading. Y'all want to be leaders in the community, but most of
them. Man, fuck all that.
He's the only one in this space that's doing it.
I'm not that old big leaders in the fucking community. Niggas is running their fucking mouth.
So men don't want to be.
I'm leading where the fuck I lead. I'm doing what the fuck I do. The fuck is y'all talking about? I'm not that nigga.
What's your
I think you just young enough.
Like, what's your problem, my nigga? Because I just waited in the back. I need to know, what's your problem?
Bro, what's your problem, bro? You the one that came on the stream. You the one that came on the stream.
I disagreed with it. I gotta kiss your ass, nigga. I didn't interrupt
you. It ain't about disagreeing.
Bitch ass nigga, I didn't interrupt you.
My nigga, we not about to do that, bro.
Motherfucker, you just did it.
On God, I yelled at you, and I'm calling you bitch ass niggas.
You kicked me off for no reason.
My nigga, it's not for no, bro. Listen,
you cut me off mid-sentence, Domo. You wrong. You wrong, nigga. I ain't never did that shit to you. I went on mute, nigga, so you can talk.
Bruh. Hold on. First of all, you went on mute so I could talk because that's why I set up the stream, bro. Second of all, I ain't got no problem with you disagreeing. I ain't got no problem at all. But all of this, nigga, fuck bell hooks, nigga, you can't intellectualize. Nigga, I responded to the stream. I responded to the stream. The beef that y'all niggas got going don't include me in that shit and how I respond to what that nigga do.
Y'all niggas, boy.
Nah, bro, I don't, man, listen. I've been the same nigga, bro. I've been the same nigga. It ain't no y'all niggas. I've been the same nigga.
It's y'all niggas.
Nah, man, whatever. That like, yeah, it's y'all YouTube
for some
niggas.
Reason,
it's y'all YouTube niggas, bro. Like,
for some reason, when I say it bothered you, why?
Well, I've spoken to that. I pointed it out.
What I said bothered you.
I'm not. Why? What I said. I'm explaining that. So what I said was not intellectualizing violence against women.
It was.
See?
It was. I didn't cut you off.
All right, so, but that's why you want to preach that, right? If you want to preach that, go ahead. I'll give you the flow. If you want to preach that,
I'm having a conversation with the same fuck nigga that just kicked me off for no reason.
Yeah.
If I wanted to preach, I just started a stream like you.
But that's why you got kicked off, nigga.
Right, because you want to preach. Because you want to preach, little nigga. That's why you kicked me off.
I did what I was.
You already
I don't give a fuck about none of this, my nigga. And you know what it is with me.
You want to preach.
And you know what it is with me, nigga.
If you didn't want to preach, you wouldn't have cut me off, nigga.
That's exactly what I did.
If you didn't want to preach, you wouldn't have cut me off.
I said it, nigga.
So shut your bitch ass up.
I did this boy. I ain't gonna be too many bitch. I ain't gonna be too many more bitch ass nigga.
The fuck you
I ain't gonna be.
The fuck?
That's
you
where
was
we
dead
at.
ass wrong for that shit.
That's where we at.
You want to stand on? What do you mean is that where we at? You just did this, bro.
My nigga.
Wrong.
My nigga, I ain't called you out your name. I ain't disrespected nothing you do.
Cut me off for no reason, and I'm supposed to sit here and just
nigga, because you was getting out of pocket, my nigga.
By saying that y'all sitting here talking and doing presentations when this motherfuckers on here saying they gonna kill black women today.
But this is the thing, bro. This is the thing. What your crusade that you do, I ain't even gonna try to undermine it by saying crusade. What you do on YouTube, I fuck with. That's why I fuck with you. I don't do that on YouTube though. I know it's niggas that's moving like that on YouTube. That's why I support niggas like you. But YouTube ain't my battlefield for that. What I do in real life is. That's the difference, bro. So you turning it into this thing about, oh, you niggas just a whole, right? That's why I say I'm cool with the shit that you say.
Am I in your arena interrupting you?
You said what?
Am I in your fucking arena interrupting you? Since you said this ain't your motherfucking lane, learn to when to shut your motherfucking mouth. I ain't in your motherfucking lane. Nigga,
this is my lane.
This is my lane. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking to you.
No. This,
right, I know.
Here's where I'm at. This is my lane.
You want to be in my motherfucking lane. So act like it.
You sound goofy as fuck.
I don't get in your fucking lane.
You sound goofy than the
I don't get
more lanes on the highway, y'all.
You just established that this is my lane, but now you want to get in it. Make up your fucking mind. Because I don't get in your lane.
Yo, your comprehension is terrible, my nigga.
My comprehension is perfect.
Your comprehension is terrible.
You just said that.
Oh, you getting in my lane and my lane and your lane, nigga. You made that shit up. That's just some bullshit you just made up in your fucking head, and I can care less about it. I can care less about it, nigga. I stand on what I did and I said what the fuck I said.
You didn't just say this was my crusade? Didn't you just say that?
Fighting niggas on YouTube? Yeah, that's what you do. Fighting niggas on YouTube?
Yeah, that's what you do. Wherever I need to go. This is not limited to YouTube. If them debate motherfuckers start shitting on your black ass, I show up where you at to help you. What do you mean? Bro, you got me fucked up. My crusade ain't just on YouTube. Bro, and it ain't just for one group.
I'm telling you, bro.
Right, dude talking about killing black women in real life.
Listen, I'm not about to, bro, listen.
Y'all niggas simple fucking minded. That's why you thought you could
break
out.
I'm not about to be the minimum simple minded
situation.
Bro, I'm not about to be. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is where this is where I get out of pocket. Because I'm not about to sit here and allow you to call me simple-minded simply because you disagree with my approach.
But you're supposed to be able to cut me off when I ain't called you nothing.
Nigga, you was calling me simple-minded then, nigga. What the fuck?
I wasn't.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
If you took it that way, I apologize. I really wasn't attacking you. I was attacking your method of dealing with this issue. I wasn't attacking you. You tripping.
The thing is, this is my point though. This stream that I did was supposed to be intellectual. Because my position, and this is the problem, niggas don't intellectualize enough shit. Niggas don't think about enough shit. Niggas run their motherfucking mouth and don't sit and think about what the fuck is actually happening. Niggas don't think about what it means to be black. Niggas don't think about what it means to be woman, where them terms come from, the concepts fucking behind it. And I'm constantly having to deal and position myself with the people I fucking care about, saying, we need to stop thinking. This shit is getting old. I'm not. When a nigga is doing a stream, nigga, if a nigga doing a stream talking about beating up black women, I'm hopping on here saying somebody need to find that nigga. We're not talking about no fucking bell hooks. If a nigga is doing a stream justifying violence against women, fuck that nigga. We're not talking about no bell hooks. That's why I started this stream and said, Yara, you stepped into my arena. You stepped into the scholarship lane. So I'm going to check you on a scholarship level. And unfortunately, too many niggas want to deal with the bullshit instead of actually sitting back and saying, this shit is much deeper than even what niggas is doing right here. Because how the fuck you gonna sit there and say that shit don't match with what the fuck is going on right now when you could listen to a narrative from fucking Frederick Douglass and it sounds just like what Yara is talking about today. They both had the same conception of masculinity. Why the fuck haven't that shit changed? That is a question that's important because when niggas talk about these things, they affirm them without fucking questioning.
That's great.
That's why I waited. And let me just say this, and then whatever shit you want to talk, go ahead. But that's why I waited till Yara got done, because it wasn't about going back and forth. It was about the flaw and how niggas attempt to use scholarship as a way to disguise really just the bullshit that they've been taught and ain't been challenged. It's a knee-jerk reaction to defend some shit that they ain't really questioning themselves, but they just automatically trying to fucking confirm. I'm not gonna let you or no fucking body else tell me not to think through thoroughly and intellectualize a motherfucking thing when there's too many niggas not doing that shit. Just like I ain't gonna tell you to not go off on niggas the way that you go off on niggas because there's too many niggas not doing that shit.
Yes, I don't think you even understand what you're saying. That's the premise of my platform. Just because you only know me for the drills, these niggas dumb. And I'm not about to sit around and continue to watch dumb niggas pretend to intellectualize something that's not changing.
Right, so who you calling dumb niggas? Who you calling dumb niggas though? That's my point.
Okay, and so I'll say this for you, because for some reason you think I'm including you. Stop, Domo, stop. Listen, what y'all doing is exactly what the manosphere does. They put these numbers up, they debate this shit back and forth, they give it credence rather than dealing with the issues. They're debating the numbers, they're debating intellectually, they're putting the scholarly data in front of you and then using that to say, well, see, black women are 80% overweight, and this is why we need to deal with that first. Until we understand the actual argument Taz is making, due to the fact that Taz has heard these men. I'm only making this argument because I was there. You can start you a little boys club, do whatever you want to do, read all the books you want to. It's not mitigating what these niggas doing on their channels. And what I'm trying to make you understand is even this back and forth that you're just doing with him right now, that would be Aaron Fountain's way of doing things. Okay,
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Right, it's a nigga that don't cuss at these niggas. He just shows the information, which is fine. There's nobody going against that. I'm telling you that shit don't work though. Niggas ain't even acknowledging that. And it's not bringing any change. It's years of intellectualizing the issue, and very few have got on here and said, you niggas bitches, all you men sound like lames. This shit is horrible. All you niggas hoes, the whole manosphere. Nobody does that. It's always sitting down, breaking down the numbers, talking about this, slavery, the plantation. We got this from the white man. It's the same shit over and over. It's been 3 years that I've been here watching this. This is a whole new community I'm watching this in, Damo. This is a whole new community of black men I'm watching the same shit play out in. And so I'm not diminishing your intellect. I didn't say it for that. I said it from my understanding of the issue and how so many different people have handled it. I wouldn't come on here to start no shit with you, nigga. And I feel like you wrong as fuck for even thinking I would or thinking I'd come and sneak this you, nigga. Y'all niggas be tripping. This ain't about that, bro. I wouldn't do that. Now, if what I said affected you or touched you because I did say fuck bell hooks and that was your information, that's not what I meant by it. I'm simply saying this is what motherfuckers been doing for years. Get this data, get that data, bring it back and forth and argue about it. And in the end, niggas still disrespecting black women. Come on, bro. And I'm saying I would never use that to start an argument with you, but I felt like you was wrong for cutting me off and I lost it because I didn't cut you off. But you my nigga, bro. Let's not do that.
Nah, for sure. And I can understand that. I think that my mission on here been a little bit different in terms of how I approach this shit. Now, one thing, I'm not limited from calling nobody a hoe ass nigga for what they believe in. And I feel like them streams is done when it's necessary. I feel like I've done enough of them streams. And I feel like I'll continue to do them streams when it's applicable. Like when a nigga just need to be cooked, I'ma cook him. That's why I rock with you. Cause I've been really, like I said, before you even came over here, I already know what niggas over here been on. The main reason why I did this stream was to show even how we've seen how Yara deploys the term feminist. You feel me? That shit needs to be called out. And as a part of my mission, as a part of the Argument League and Solar Vision Debate League, is to step up the scholarship.
But
I don't know what niggas. Hold on.
Damo. You got one of the trolls down here right now that took advantage of a 14-year-old girl, right? Coming over here saying Taz crying. This one of the motherfuckers this is why y'all niggas, like y'all don't get it. And it's almost like I'm better off not even getting in the conversation, just leaving, letting y'all do what y'all do, because I know y'all don't understand. You arguing with me, open up the door for this fucking troll that fuck with a 14-year-old girl to come over here and open his fucking mouth. Suge, the king of content. You know, the nigga that stole my name, that's wanted to be me for 3 years, the nigga I exposed for fucking with a fucking baby. He's got the nerve to come over here and talk because we sitting here arguing because I'm telling you, we're intellectualizing the issue. Niggas can't even identify the predators.
Hey,
I'm telling you, the predator just stopped through, nigga. There's one predator just slid through here and opened his fucking mouth because we too busy intellectualizing and not fucking drilling. Fuck this shit, bro. Y'all niggas don't get it. This shit real. These niggas is out here and it's a lot of them.
Yo, Taz, why you bitching, bro? You was up here talking real tough.
Another predator. Another fucking predator. Why do they feel comfortable coming here? These bitch ass niggas would never come to my channel. Why do they feel comfortable coming here to argue with me? These predators. These niggas are body bagged. Ask yourselves that.
That's that bitch ass guy.
Ask yourselves that. Ask your motherfucking selves why these fucking predators feel like they can come over here and argue with the nigga who body bagged them niggas years ago. These niggas ain't saying shit. Now all of a sudden they ready to pop out over here. You niggas got me fucked up. You niggas is making it cool for these niggas to pop out. You got me fucked up. I'm tired of talking to lame ass niggas who don't get it. And y'all call it YouTube shit, but these the motherfucking predators on the streets. You niggas ain't even trying to stop them niggas from operating right here. These niggas got criminal records for fucking with little kids. These niggas get on here and rape motherfuckers. Talk about they want people raped. That nigga was just on here. Multiple women all over the platform. These bitch ass niggas don't pop out. The only time they pop out is when they feel like they can hide behind somebody. And you niggas let them. They feel good coming around niggas. I'm mad.
My nigga, if we keeping it a stack, they over here because of you. These niggas ain't gonna come over here because of I don't know who that nigga is. How the fuck you gonna blame me for allowing a nigga on a platform that we don't even know these fucking names, bro? I don't go outside of motherfucking Solar Vision, SVDL or any fucking thing else.
He's saying you need to check these motherfucking disrespectful.
Bro, I don't know who these niggas is, man. That's the fucking problem. I'm not out. Man, listen, I ain't come on here for this shit. I'm a part of Solar Vision Debate League to do debates. I know it's bullshit all over the internet. The niggas that got the patience to deal with these niggas on the internet, deal with them. I'm not standing in your motherfucking way.
But it's also happening in real life too.
But what I've been doing, I know that. And hey, but y'all don't know what the fuck I do in real life.
18-year-old marrying a 61-year-old.
That's what I'm saying. But listen, I get it. Y'all knew. Y'all just started coming around here. But understand one thing about fucking Dama. I deal with a lot of shit in real life. That's why the shit that take place on YouTube, I don't. Niggas on panels, niggas with whole YouTube beefs and channels and all that shit, I don't. Niggas that like all that yelling that Taz do, I'm cool on it, bruh. I'm cool on it.
It's deeper than the beef. It's not about a beef.
But listen,
it's about being predators.
Man, listen.
Being anti-black woman.
Man, listen. Only reason
They're
I'm on
fucking
YouTube.
Weirdos. That's what we basically telling you. They've been doing this for years and years.
I get that.
They go around stalking and harassing and doxing people. They're fucking weirdos.
And continue to get them niggas. Continue to get them. But the only reason
that's the part of you of being a man. You supposed to be helping.
Hold on. You're not about
to supposed to be doing it by ourselves.
Listen, sis. We're not about to do that. Like what I do, y'all not about to dictate my manhood by who I choose to, whether or not I'm gonna yell at niggas on the internet.
You must don't take it seriously though. Do you take it seriously?
I don't like. You know what?
No, you should take it more seriously because it could be your
whatever
sister,
narrative,
your
whatever
niece, your aunties, anything.
Man, listen.
But this not a game.
There's some real confusion. There's some real confusion.
I'm not confused.
I mean, y'all don't. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know me. So all of this, what you care about, and all of this other shit, I don't need to be lectured by y'all based on what I choose to do a stream about. Y'all don't fucking know me. It's not about being
a lecture. We telling you.
Okay, I heard
I've
you.
been in this space for years. I don't always used to comment, but I know what's going on.
I got it. You told me. I got it. Y'all cool. You good. Y'all cool.
But it's like you're not understanding it from his point of view.
I get it from his point of view. He left on his own. I didn't take him off. He left on his own.
You don't take it seriously. You need to really take it seriously.
Listen. So I'm gonna keep it a stack. However you want to choose to frame me, I'm not invested in doing otherwise. What I do, I'm gonna continue to do. How I do it, I'm gonna continue to do it.
So you're not invested in protecting or sticking up for black women.
No, what you saying right now, that's the bullshit. I like what you said right now. Like what
it's
you
not
just
bullshit
said.
Though.
I ain't
this
said
is something
nothing.
that we're dealing with in real life and have been dealing with for decades in our community.
But check this out. What you gotta understand though is I haven't said or done anything to show that I'm not invested in challenging and going against and pushing back against the violence and degradation of black women. I ain't did nothing to say nothing for you to even say that. What you trying to do is because y'all listen. I get how Taz rock. I'm not.
No,
Taz.
I'm asking
I'm not gonna
you,
look
though,
like Taz. I'm not gonna look like Taz. I'm not gonna act like Taz.
You don't have to look like Taz.
Listen, whatever you used to seeing, I'm not that. I don't fit within that.
You're real young. I know you real young. You will never.
However you want to put it. It really don't matter to me. However you trying to put it, that don't matter to me at all. I'm not about to play these bullshit games about who really care about black women because of what's happening.
This is not a game, though. Why you keep saying it's a game? This is not a fucking game, though.
Because you treating it like a game. The way that you talking to me,
no, I'm not
treating it like a game. Yes, it is.
I'm not treating it like a game.
Just saying, so you don't care about so you don't care about black women? Oh, so you don't care about black women? All right. That's what I'm saying.
You just don't want to defend it. You just want to stay in your bubble over here and never venture out to see what we talking about.
Venture out. Never venture out.
Meaning like listen in on different streams or go around to see what.
Streams. Yep. Nope.
Yeah, to see. Just to see.
Nope. I've seen what's out there.
So that means you don't really like defending black women.
Right. That's where you.
So if they ain't your family or something like that.
You see that? That's a game. That's not a serious question.
It's not a game. Ain't nobody playing no game.
You said because I won't look at other YouTube channels, I don't defend black women.
I said, have you ever thought about it? Besides being over here in your Hebrew bubble.
I've in my Hebrew bubbles. So you think I'm a Hebrew?
I don't know what you is. I'm asking.
All right, you don't know nothing about me, but you making claims
I know
about what I care about. That's what. No, you just said you don't. I can't take you serious. You just said you don't. You think this is my Hebrew bubble?
You need to get out your emotions. I'm not in my emotions when I'm talking to you.
Listen, my emotions are a part of who I am. And the emotion that I'm feeling right now is frustration because you're attempting to frame my relationship with Black women based on.
I'm not attempting. What are you talking about? All this other deep stuff you're talking about.
It's not deep stuff I'm talking about, sister. When you say to me,
you talking about framing. What are you talking about? How am I framing you? I'm asking you.
So let me explain it. When you say,
I really don't need a history lesson though, because I read a lot of different books.
Hold on, time out. I'm not giving. This ain't about that. You just asked me a question. You said, what do I mean when you say framing? What I mean when I say framing is when you ask me the question, do you go to other YouTube channels? And I'm say
asking you. I'm asking you, when are you ever going to see what we talking about?
I know what you
have. You ever looked in on different streams? So you just said
I've seen them streams. I've interacted, but that's
so
what I'm saying.
So you won't help defend.
Right.
Help
go ahead.
Defend this bullshit in this space that he be talking about.
That's the framing.
So he the only man that's gonna be the righteous man to do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue to frame it.
I'm asking
to understand. You. No, you're saying it. Oh, so you want?
What are you talking about? What else is there to understand? I'm asking you.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Ain't nobody's framing you.
You got your conclusion. So you good. Like you good.
I don't find nothing funny though, and I'm not in my emotions.
It's hilarious.
I'm asking you an honest question though.
Okay, I'm gonna answer your question. Yes, I've been.
I don't need a long explanation. It's just yes.
I'm gonna answer the question how I answer the question. I'm gonna answer the question.
So women don't need to defend a lot of y'all out here on the battlefield neither. We should just stop protecting a lot of y'all too.
I'm gonna answer the question.
Just defend the righteous brother that's
the way that I want.
Only in our family.
Hey, go ahead.
Keep going. Y'all wonder why I hope women keep dating who they want to and die there. I feel right now because you just
yeah. Keep going. Like this
I'm
is
not
exactly
laughing,
what I'm talking about. It's a game. You playing a game right now.
Nobody's playing the game though.
Defend who you want to defend. Stand behind.
That's how you acting like. That's how you acting like you just said fuck it. I don't take this YouTube stuff seriously.
I don't.
Why you don't? When they wishing rape on fucking Black women, so you don't care then. So you just up here just the bullshit. You just said.
I do it.
You don't really defend Black women.
I'm up here to debate.
Besides debate, so you really don't give a fuck. Then it's no purpose of you debating.
You keep playing the game.
Nobody's playing a fucking game though.
You playing a whole game.
Can I say something?
I'm not playing the game though.
Playing a whole game.
Hold on. Nobody's playing the game though with you though.
Yes, you are though. You are.
Nobody's playing the game. I don't think it's funny though.
Nah, but you can interrupt, sis.
Let me interrupt both of y'all real quick because I want to just say something. All right. Basically, Domo, I really enjoyed your presentation. It was very informative. And basically, you and Taz were basically on the same page and saying the same thing. You just have two different approaches. It's just like two different personalities, which is normal, which sort of fits into what you were saying about, because, you were talking about the plantation minded, or the plantation patriarchy. And, a lot of that, and one of the things that I concluded is masculinity should be natural. And what natural means is that everybody has their own vibe, their own aura, their own manner, their own way of doing things. And basically, that's what it is. Taz has his way, you have your way. And so y'all got sort of off on the wrong feet for no reason at all. It was just...
I'm done. I'm finna go. That's okay.
Y'all got off on the wrong foot for no reason at all, because, I think if Taz had been allowed to just go ahead and finish his presentation, it was going to fit in, because we need both perspectives, because it sort of would have created the right balance. And, and that's just all that. And so, we've gone way down this road where everybody has gotten emotional, and it's really like we're emotional for no major reasons. When I think a lot of people feel the same way, it's just that we have different ways of expressing it.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though. Taz is still my nigga. So if it's really Uncle Suge trying to get on this panel, you're not getting on my panel, bro.
I know he is. And I really want to hear. I think it was about to be fired with the balance of both of you. Just like if he had did his drill and then you came back and did, it would have been great. It would have been great. I mean, this would have been awesome. And I wish you would come back and do it and y'all build upon each other, because both of y'all have different ways of presenting stuff. And we would have actually, I think it would have been awesome. We would have gotten a lot out of the build from both of y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was a knee-jerk reaction. You feel me? Like, to boot the nigga. You know what I mean? Because I don't be doing the yelling and shit. Like, all of that extra shit though. Like, I mean, I would, but like I'm trying not to though.
Right. You know y'all both misunderstood everything, and then it got a little offensive when you kicked him. And then, like he said, he wasn't talking specifically about you. He was talking about the approach, and not the approach, for every situation is not going to be the same. That's why we have we got the that's why we got the government, and then that's why we have the military. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
that's all I wanted to say, because, it's like we went way off, path. And, I was just like, especially because I tuned in for a few seconds earlier and heard that crazy mess. And I was like, oh, and I was glad to hear, when I came back through that, it had shifted, and not just shifted, you gave us insight into a lot of things. And then Taz was going to come back and give insight to a lot of things. So, like I said, I just really feel like it would have been powerful. And I hope Taz comes back on, and I hope y'all build together back and forth. And, that's all I really want to say, brother.
Nah, I appreciate that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could have did better. I'll acknowledge that. I could have had more patience.
We make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up. It was a misunderstanding. I just hope Taz comes back, because I almost got it worked out. And I was like, come on, let him build. Let's get back on the build. So if he comes back, please, let's get back to the build.
Nah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I apologize. I shouldn't have, that's the brother, you feel me? I shouldn't have booted him. Yeah, I mean, it's like, niggas, that's that toxic masculinity.
That's that plantation patriarchy that you was talking about.
Yeah.
It's like so funny that you had just got finished talking about it and y'all went right into it.
Nah, I can admit that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of them. That's a part of just like that knee jerk where I ain't about to be your bitch type shit.
Right.
But y'all with toxic masculinity, I'm confused. Because I've been around countless men in my life that act just like Taz. They're just as passionate. They love their people, especially women and children. So
not Taz. Hold on, what I was describing. Not his normal personality, but when they were battling, that's what we're talking about. But not Taz's normal personality.
Like I'll admit that because a part of what I focus on YouTube is being more intellectual with shit.
Yeah, he's an intellectual, and then Taz is an intellectual too, but Taz also has
he's more organic. You know what I'm saying? Like, he get more organic intellectual. And so I get the point that
both of y'all are organic. He just has, it's like the energy. It's just the energy level. He's higher energy.
Yeah, that's all. I get that.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all.
Right. And we're not saying that.
I don't see too many other Black men on YouTube, striving for Black women. A lot of these niggas up here, everything is the same talking points. Black women on welfare, single mothers, welfare, this bullshit to, remove Black men from their responsibilities. So
Domo doesn't, and I think that Taz sort of felt that way a little bit, and then at the same, felt that way a little bit, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't really like that. And then Domo, it was just like they have two separate energies, and we need them all. Just like everybody has different personalities, and we need them all. And I appreciate both of them. And normally, I don't. From what I've heard of Domo, he basically he has his own intellectual way of defending women as well, and I appreciate them both.
Somebody in the chat just said, "Shut the fuck up about Taz. This nigga not God." Like, it's this dumb shit like that I don't get about people, because I don't normally jump on everybody's panels. I just more so sit back in the chat. But the shit that people say is that half the shit they say they would never say in nobody's face.
But yeah, and that goes
nobody ever said that Taz was God or trying to portray that as a God. He just speaking fucking truth and what he sees fit. So if that's wrong, I don't know what the fuck is right. Like niggas be on here talking about, just like you said, age of consent, arguing over fucking having unconsensual sex with minors. That be the topic of niggas' day. Like anything to come at your daughters. I got a daughter, a 7-year-old daughter. And I'll give a nigga a nice smiley face from ear to ear if he come near my motherfucking daughter. I will gut that nigga to the white meat, okay? And then I'll call the police.
Yeah, and that goes back to, you know, what Domo had just presented. When they came in the chat, that's a part of that, what he presented about the the plantation patriarchy.
I mean, get it understood. I ain't about to let nobody disrespect the homie. Like that's between me and Taz. You feel me? Like I say that I had a knee-jerk reaction in terms of I'm tired of niggas. That's the threat niggas use against Damo. That's always what niggas say. Oh, nigga, you intellectualizing some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
it was a trigger. It was a trigger.
Yeah, they always say that shit.
Yeah, it was a trigger, and he was triggered too. And see, that's the thing. You were triggered, and he was triggered. But y'all got to keep in mind that that's been their goal from the beginning, to get y'all triggered. That's why they say those things. It's not because they really feel that way or mean it that way. They want to trigger you because they want to cause what just happened. They want to cause, chaos.
That their passions get played against each other. That's all.
Right. But I'm gonna drop off.
Cancel each other out.
I'm gonna drop off. I hope y'all go back to the build though, because I mean, I was really enjoying everything.
Yeah, I wish Taz bring his ass back up here.
Right.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back.
I mean, I ain't booty. You know what I'm saying? He left on his own accord. So yeah, but I mean, I think at the end of the day on this question of the intellectual portion, it's like I get it. You know what I mean, but my thing is, I support Taz and what he do because I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be on the internet arguing with niggas. In real life, you feel me? That's a whole nother fucking question. Don't ask me what I do in real life.
And avoid it.
Can't avoid it in real life. Like, don't ask me what I do in real life. Don't question what I do in real life. But I respect a nigga that know that in these spaces, he's willing to go in them spaces and get back and forth with them niggas.
But
I respect that shit.
You keep saying arguing with niggas on YouTube like they not real people. It's about him warning other people about these motherfucking pedophile niggas.
That's my point, though.
There's nothing wrong with that. And if you
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Along the way, then that's fine.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Not only am I not saying there's nothing wrong with that, I'm glad the nigga does it.
Hell yeah.
Because I won't. That's my only thing.
I'm definitely fucking glad he do that shit.
I'm glad he do it because I don't. Because this is the thing. All these weirdos y'all be talking about, I'm not gonna know about them niggas. I have one investment on YouTube. Well, actually two, but over here, my investment on YouTube, I got a whole nother platform where, you know what I'm saying, where all of this shit, you know what I mean, get discussed. When I come here, this is for debating intellectualism and argumentation. That's what I come here for. I've seen what all the other niggas, and that shit is gross. Best believe, because even before I knew what the manosphere was, anytime I came into contact with them niggas, it was smoke. Anytime.
They are pathetic. They are
them niggas don't even. And them niggas don't come over here.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say them niggas don't. Some of them niggas did used to come over here. They don't come over here no more. You know what I'm saying? Well, nah, they did. Remember that big game Orthol James niggas? It was niggas that was on that shit.
They ain't make it apparent like, oh, we part of this. Like, but we still get into it with OJ all the fucking time.
Yeah, because it was like, y'all niggas is on, like, y'all not about to talk about sisters.
And what we used to get into it, that's what I'm finna say, what we used to get into it about how he talk about the sisters. When we would talk about our relationships and be trying to build with each other. Like, okay, let's get to know each other. He'll say something out the way about the system. Like, man, come on, bro.
I learned what the manosphere was last year.
I never even listened to none of them niggas. Tommy Sotomayor was the first introduction. This was like 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago when I first came across this nigga. But everything out his mouth was just bashing black women, bashing his own mama, bashing his daughter. He's a piece of shit. So when I tell you, I literally went down the list of every fucking channel that Tommy Sotomayor has on YouTube, and I blocked every last one of them shits just not to see his bullshit in my fucking session. I did that. I did that with a couple of motherfuckers. I don't want to see your content. I don't want to see your face. None of that shit. So when Taz bring his fucking ass up here and he talk the shit he talk, I love that shit. Like I tell Nyla all the fucking time. It took Cynthia for me to know who Nyla was. I didn't even have to watch her videos. I just immediately clicked subscribe. I binge watched her shit just like I binge watched Cynthia. Everybody got their rhetoric about Cynthia, and I don't give a fuck. I love both of them bitches. I wish I knew them in real life. You know what I'm saying? And Taz is the same fucking thing. It's nothing wrong with people speaking truth. I love that shit. I'm a Scorpio. I love truth. Or like beating around the bush and talking around your words. I've never been that type of motherfucker. But when every time I talk up here, I look at the chat, people be like, oh, she's masculine. She talks so aggressively and all this bullshit. Half of these bitches will never say that shit in my face. Half of them can't fight. Half of them is barren and they mad because you speak about shit you passionate about. So you take it as attitude, you take it as masculinity, because I don't sound like you. I'm from Brooklyn, bitch. This is how we talk. Period. Don't like it? Oh, fucking well. Just like with Taz. You don't like his message, you don't like the way he deliver it, you don't have to listen. But for the bitches like me that want to ingest that knowledge, I love it. Period, point fucking blank. Niggas like to use religion to justify pedophilia. Y'all niggas is weirdos and you need to be shot. Open range.
Truth be told, it's more than just religion that's justifying that shit. It's a lot of things in society that I feel like we as a people are, now that we have a voice, we checking that shit. But
music and all, man.
It's easy to blanket and say, you know, because we done heard motherfuckers from certain backgrounds say that shit. But just like I can sit here and say there's a Tommy Sotomayor in every neighborhood. It's one thing to get on
and
here.
That's true. That's exactly true. In all of our neighborhoods and all of our family.
And that's why we can pinpoint
that house you couldn't go to when you was a little kid. Shit like that.
Yeah, that's why you can pinpoint him, that person who has no bounds. So at the end of the day, I think we all on this panel, we all understand where each other's coming from, but let's not get our passions played against each other because we all got different skill sets. Whereas you might be the go ahead, Domo.
Well, nah, I mean, because Taz saying niggas trying to downplay what he do by saying we do different things. Nah, nigga, that's the difference. Niggas is literally respecting what the fuck you do. That's the problem, bro. Niggas need to stop. That's what I mean. Niggas need to stop playing that victim shit.
The right people respect everything that he's saying. The right people.
Hey, I respect. That's what I mean. How many times I done got up here and just went in on niggas without intellectualizing shit? Just cook niggas.
And as much as Taz done jumped into beehives, I understand why he's
fucking lame ass nigga this morning. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, Taz drilling some lame.
Yeah.
That shit was dope as fuck. I would have never even known this nigga existed if it wasn't for Taz.
Believe it or not, though, a lot of the younger dudes do though.
Right.
A lot of the younger generation know who that person was. And
I don't know that little nigga.
I feel like the reason why a lot of times Taz
Hold on. Let me say this go. I shouldn't have booted the nigga. All right. I should have let the nigga go. You know what I'm saying? I should have let the nigga, you know what I'm saying, do, you know what I'm saying, say his shit, can criticize the intellectualism, whatever, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I should have let the nigga say his shit. But look, I stand on this though. But that's what I'm saying. I stand on this. Like anytime, it's always gonna be pushed back from me. Anytime a nigga say something shouldn't be intellectualized.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all both was being real with each other.
Even like sister said, hold on, like sister said, she a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I'm always thinking deeper. I'm always looking past that next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if that's what niggas call intellectualizing, so be it. But I'm not gonna stop that shit.
Yeah, because otherwise we gonna crash out for anything and everything.
Right, Taz. The nigga was calling for the death of black women, and some corny ass dread nigga.
Now peep this though.
Had him on his
platform. Let her finish.
Treating him with kid gloves and shit. Like,
that's what I don't intellectualize those niggas though, and Taz know that. Them niggas, they just get the smoke.
Exactly, and that's on sight.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I mean. Taz know that, bro.
Right.
Like we been over here cooking niggas, bro. So the fact that you even need to be like, we don't need to enter, like, nah, nigga, you know it's so. But if I got an opportunity to cook a nigga when he's trying to, and this is my thing though, because I don't want to lose track of why I'm having this conversation.
Brooklyn.
I don't want to lose. Yeah, straight up.
Brooklyn.
But look, I don't want to lose track of the point of why I was having this conversation in the first place. These niggas weaponize words like feminism, masculinity, femininity. Right. You feel me? They weaponize this language. Ask yourself
where they're getting this from. It's coming from white America. They
that's my
toxic masculinity bullshit. That's all white people talking about that bullshit. Black people don't talk like that. Since when motherfuckers started talking about toxic masculinity? I'm fucking 38 years old. I have never heard that term before. Never.
That's liberal shit.
I'm in fucking New York. I never heard nobody talk like that ever.
But look,
you call a nigga that stand on his square toxic masculinity? That's some bullshit.
But you know what that is? That's the new word.
But look, but this is why. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, go. Let me say this. This is why niggas that understand the intellectual aspect of it have to address it, because these like niggas like Yara specifically, and this is no shot, like I'm not trying to downright Yara or whatever, but he uses that like that foundation as a way to justify a lot of shit that need to be challenged. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't understand, like if niggas didn't understand who the fuck Bell Hooks was, he would have been able to say, look, she talk about this, and then that justifies everything I'm saying.
Who the fuck is that?
It's a philosopher. She an author.
Oh, okay, I'll look her up.
Yeah. So I mean, and this is the thing, even with Bell Hooks, there's a lot of tension with some of her thoughts and beliefs. But when niggas try to just cherry pick certain shit and be like, look, I'm intellectualizing this by like hodgepodging these things together. But then when you look closer at the scholarship, what she's saying don't confirm that. Right. Because it's a lot of it's because I mean, as much as in I'm gonna keep it a stack. As much as y'all are like, it's a bunch of niggas out here, you know what I'm saying, talking about killing babies and doing all that other shit.
Yeah.
The most dangerous niggas is the niggas that try to justify that type of shit low key. That try to justify it with some smart shit. Well, you know history, and if you break down the way that we understand, that's how we get normalized.
Niggas that kill babies in all different sorts of ways, whether they don't take care of their motherfucking kids, get a bitch pregnant and walk away, physically kill her while she's pregnant, physically kill the child in the flesh. These niggas is pedophiles. I mean, pathetic pieces of shit. That's that. This other story went fucking viral a few months ago. This some nigga from Florida, he raped and killed his own 8-month-old baby. Why? I guess the white man made him do that shit too, right? Fuck out of here. I hope them niggas in Florida prison gut that nigga every day of his fucking life. Rip him the fuck open.
But see, sis, you know, when y'all ask those questions about those type of wicked ass motherfucking people, we don't have no answers for that.
That shit is fucked up.
Trust me,
I get it. Literally had me in tears listening to that fucking story. Like, I just could not believe that shit. Like,
but that's
what I'm saying. She looks just like this nigga. And that's what the fuck you do?
We don't approve that. We don't like the things that you guys have issues
with. But then niggas want to get mad at Cynthia when they say abort these bum ass niggas.
What?
It's the thing about the whole
but see the whole thing about that shit.
But see, because we talking about killing babies. Like
you talking about
killing these grown ass.
We talking about
who doing
hold on 1 second. Go on.
That's one thing. I'm with it.
Hold on.
Go ahead, bro.
We talking about come here, son. We talking about killing this. Killing me? You got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck who you is and who
however the fuck you want to take it out.
About none of that.
Me neither.
You talking about killing this?
Me neither.
You talking about killing this?
Me neither.
You got life fucked up.
Who the fuck take your baby in the flesh, nigga?
You got me fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? So any woman or any nigga that think like that, they can catch it.
Did I say that?
They can catch it.
Your baby is in the flesh, you fucking man. You stupid. You stupid. Did I say anything about your baby in the flesh, nigga? No, right? No, right? How you gonna flip the shit like that? I'm talking about this nigga that killed his own daughter, and you talking about your son?
You said black men.
You corny. You corny for that. And there was a black man that raped and killed his own daughter. Now what? Now what? Now what? that he raped and killed. Now get passionate about that.
Like I said,
nobody talked about you.
We don't approve none of that. We don't approve none of that shit. And I don't give a fuck about what motherfucking Cynthia said about nothing.
I do.
At all.
I do.
So at the end of the day, look, you can't. I'm telling you about me.
The fuck? You showing me your son? How fair is that? That's fucked up.
What you mean?
He's in the flesh, nigga. He in the flesh.
What, man? Y'all got shit all the way.
What you mean?
Y'all got life and bullshit fucked up.
What do you mean?
Y'all got life and bullshit fucked up. Y'all know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. About my boys, I got 5 of them. About my boys, I got 5 of them. And to hear a nothing ass woman that ain't got no family, that ain't got no husband, that ain't got no man.
You don't know what nobody got. Calm the fuck down. You ain't doing shit. Bye. You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Calm the fuck down.
I know. Yeah, I ain't doing nothing.
You ain't scaring shit over here, my nigga. You ain't scaring me at all.
And I'm not supposed to be scaring you.
I said what the fuck I said. You don't like it.
You say what you need to say.
Oh well.
Situation of passions getting played against each other. Cause
yeah, man.
Here it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
No woman from saying nothing.
On his son.
No woman from expressing herself. I ain't never stopped my wife from expressing herself at all. She got that.
Ain't nobody talking about killing no babies walking around, you sick ass nigga.
But this is
man, look,
you know what? Put no words in my mouth, my nigga.
If my mama thought like a woman like Cynthia, I wouldn't be in this motherfucking clown. That's what I'm talking about. A righteous one.
Okay, so say that. Don't put yourself on the camera.
I'm done.
Okay, bye. See you later.
No, I'm just done talking to you because I ain't got that. I don't give a fuck.
You don't have. This is not your channel. I don't care.
Like that for my sister, but
I'm talking to Damo. I came on here to speak to him and Taz. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
I know.
I don't care. I came on here to speak to him and Taz, not you. Who are you?
All right, break it up. Cause again, I think both of y'all got strong feelings towards the black family, and that's why we upset right now. But here it is: the people who don't care about black families that we lashing out at.
I mean, you right, don't mind. You right. I just said what Cynthia said. I didn't say I agreed. Because if I was pregnant with a boy, I'm not aborting my fucking kid.
And I think a lot of the women, I think
with her body, she can do whatever the fuck she want to do with her womb. That is her fucking body. You not fucking her, so why the fuck do you care? Why you care? You already got your kids. What the fuck you care about what she doing for? Period.
But I think a lot of times the brothers confuse that conversation for because I think when the sisters is saying that, they saying it as weaponizing their words against the men that they feel like they got a problem. But I think
not only that, Goldmine, look how niggas be talking to women when they find out they pregnant. They be telling bitches to get an abortion. They'll give them the money. I don't want no kids. All this shit. What about that?
I grew up seeing certain shit like that, and I spoke down on it as much as
everybody act like they not from the ghetto, like they oblivious to shit. Miss me.
And I think that's why we gotta make sure that we don't confuse the fact of who we talking to when we talking about that shit. I think because I had to take a step back, you know, like, and I can only imagine. Let's say, you know, the brothers is running around talking about we gonna make sure that every girl get aborted. I think some of my sisters might misfire and shoot at the brothers.
You think people don't talk like that just because it ain't mainstream?
No, I'm saying if the brothers was saying it for the same reasons that the sisters are saying, because the sisters are saying, I hear what y'all saying. Y'all saying let's be more responsible about what we bring forward. I ain't gonna be mad at a sister for trying to be accountable, but it comes off harsh to certain people. I get what is being said. I was raised around strong black women who didn't mix their fucking words. But I'm just trying to make sure the people that are passionate about the black family don't start going against each other, because the people that's out here doing that fuck shit,
people that do it anyway. Anti-black, they always gonna be anti-black.
Exactly, no that's what I'm saying.
Or done.
Exactly.
Whether they white or black, they gonna always be anti-fucking black.
Yes, it's in their ass.
Check this shit out though. What about the men that just walk out on their families and don't give a fuck about They sons growing up without a father, their daughters growing up without a father. They don't care. They
Let me know when you're done so I can respond.
And let them get preyed upon. Like as if their mother could fucking got eyes and could watch everything at all times. That shit is unfair.
No, I get it. Know that. No, I get it because
so then when women retaliate and say, you know what? I'm not going to have your kids. That's a problem now. But then you got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got Facebook. All these little girls between the ages of 14 to 25 are growing up watching this next generation of little black boys tell them that they too ugly, their hair is too nappy, their skin is too dark, they don't want black girls, they want Spanish bitches, they want white bitches. So what the fuck do you want these little girls to do? What you want them to do?
No, what I would say
keep chasing behind these anti-black ass men and having illegitimate children so y'all can keep complaining about single mothers and the welfare taking the men out the home. No, these bullshit talking points. The fuck out of here, man. No, these little girls are not with the bullshit. It's not about divesting. They finding men that's not calling them too black and too hair, too nappy. That's what they looking for. I take offense to that shit. I'm dark skinned. I got 4C hair. I went through bullshit like that. Motherfuckers talking about my hair's nappy and all this bullshit growing up as a little girl. So I'm not oblivious to anything these little girls is going through right now. It's just more in their face because of this TikTok, Instagram bullshit. These little girls are beautiful and getting told that they too fucking dark. Are you kidding me? So what they supposed to do? Keep giving up their womb to these black niggas that's telling them they too ugly and they don't want no black ass bitch like Kodak Black and these black ass kids like fucking 40 Glock. I don't want them looking like me. I'm too ugly. Are you fucking serious? And they said that shit in front of Vlad on national television for millions to see that they hate the skin that they're giving. Fuck out of here. I got a daughter. She's 7. She's not dark skinned like me. She, caramel. But so what? I got to teach her about these anti-black motherfuckers before I die. Because I don't want the internet to teach her about it. The fuck? I wish it was within arm's reach of me. Because I swear to God, I would have my daughter go to the school of Cynthia every motherfucking Friday and Saturday. Fuck you mean? That bitch studying to be a psychologist, but y'all niggas don't talk about that. Y'all don't talk about that though. Y'all want to just talk about her aborting black babies. Like she want to kill off the whole fucking race. And black men been fucking implanting fucking kids and non-black women since the fucking dawn of time, calling them fucking black. Them kids ain't fucking black. Fuck out of here, man. It's cool for y'all niggas to fucking divest though, right? It's cool. To have all these non-black motherfuckers running around talking about they black. The fuck out of here, man. No, I don't want no mixed fucking kids. Hell fucking no. But I'm not bashing a bitch for going out there doing her.
I get what you're saying, but you remember how you said earlier when you was like racist, anti-black people gonna be like that?
Regardless.
The reason why you raise your daughter and you teach her about the different traits out here is because these people gonna be out here. As sure as you are a good, upstanding black person, there's gotta be an opposite for balance to happen. Not to say we gotta let our kids be with these people. I'm not saying that shit at all. What I'm saying is we gotta teach our kids who is who. But we ain't gonna be able to see who when we sitting over here, when we jumping on each other, so to speak. So when a man sitting over here having an issue with women or whatever, then he start taking that shit out on every woman he see, that shit is wrong.
Right.
So what I'm trying to make sure don't happen with us as the people is like, man, look, I see my sisters getting a voice that they ain't had, but I think everybody is being like, hold on, that's the wrong way to say it. Like, what, man, look, you better be glad a motherfucker saying something, because I grew up with somebody who went saying
let me remind you this too, right?
What's that?
I was on this panel. I think I was on Taz's panel. This is about a month ago. And he had an open panel and shit. Now, the little third wheel bitch that hang out with Nyla and Cynthia. I don't even want to talk this bitch name. Anybody that know who I'm talking about, y'all know the bitch I'm talking about. She just a fucking mirror regurgitation of Nyla and Cynthia. That's what she tried to be. This bitch sat her funky ass on Taz channel, calling dark-skinned black women jigaboos and all this bullshit, right? Now, granted, the bitch that she was arguing with, we all had an issue with her on the panel because she was playing herself. I get it. But when you step outside that shit with this anti-black jigaboo bullshit rhetoric coming out her fucking mouth, this bitch don't like dark-skinned people, and I peeped it because that's not the first time I heard her say some bullshit like that in reference to dark-skinned people, especially dark-skinned women. You know what I'm saying? Nyla and Cynthia don't talk like that. Irene, they don't talk like that. But this fucking whack-ass bitch, she talk like that. I left her a nasty, nice comment in her fucking, one of her videos. The bitch deleted the shit. I call her all kind of corny, whack bitches. She ain't tough like that. She ain't built like that. All that shit she talk, I guarantee you I would drag that bitch. Okay? But then she want to go back on her words when Psychopathia checked this fucking bitch about what she said. Oh, this and that. And then she tried to make it about him. This is the anti-black shit I'm talking about. But then, you know what? This fucking bitch, she went in on Taz and Nyla the other day, tried to, oh, I never said I'm sick of this. This fucking bitch is just, yo, I'm telling you, I don't like her at all. I don't. Every time she come on a panel, I hear her fucking voice, I just click off the whole fucking video. I don't even want to hear that bitch. Nothing she say is relevant. It holds no weight. She's a corny bitch. That's that.
I just peace to the panel, man. What's good?
She's another anti-black bitch. But yeah.
I think you shout out to the panel, man. I just want to say this, man. Peace to Domo, peace to the sis, Shashard, Gold, man. I don't know who else on here. Shanard, for some reason. Blue. Peace.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to say that.
Peace to the panel. Peace to Queen Naima. I don't know you.
Peace and love. Shanard, peace and love.
Yeah. As far as a clown, fake, he's a self-hating Haitian.
Hold on, bro. Before you get into the whole
fat.
Before you get into the whole ass shit, man. Hold on.
Damn.
Let the grown people talk.
GTA character.
I gotta
talk about his father? What the fuck?
Hey, Shanard, man, chill out, bro, before I kick your ass, bro.
I ain't say nothing about nobody's pop.
Wait, did he say his
I'm talking about you just coming up here trying to cause division.
No,
anyway,
I said Suave is fat.
I'll be fat.
Can y'all please just put him in the back, bro, when we have an adult conversation?
Yeah, I'll be there. It's cool.
When we have an adult conversation.
Wait, he can't be here to cut niggas' wisdom to talk about somebody being fat?
Can't be here.
I said
I don't even
Suave
know
is fat.
who. Oh, Goldman is the host.
I said Suave is fat.
Okay, bro, we heard you. Shut up.
Where's Damo at? Like,
I don't like seeing my brothers get into it. Right? I fuck with Yashar. I fuck with Taz. I fuck with A9. I fuck with Yara. You know, fuck with Gold, Brandon. That's the easy part to say. But the ones that stick out, that's been, you know, having these arguments. I trust us. You know, my belief system is my people. I know that although it get ugly, they are intelligent enough, mature enough, and man enough for it to go where it needs to go. It's kind of rougher with the sisters because that's like where you get to my real belief in, you know, but I trust that the sisters are intelligent and mature enough also. And that although we are passionate, we get frustrated, we are even angry at times. This is what solution looks like. A lot of people haven't witnessed it. A lot of people think it's microwaved because they just get the highlights throughout history. But these are the arguments, these are the panels, these are the discussions that changes the minds of individuals that take stuff into their home and uniforms our code. The rhetoric is just that. I'm gonna have to ask the black men that's hearing this and getting a sting in their chest, just fall back while the sisters handle these bum ass niggas. Now I know a lot of niggas do a lot of great things. A lot of these dudes in ways I look up to because they're further in their life than I am. They're more knowledgeable than I am. But I need men to know that there are some bum ass niggas out here. And the fact that the decent black women are getting at the bum ass niggas, the decent black men are defending the points. We're not each other's enemies. We have the same problems with the same group of people, the same men and the same women. The same men and the same women. Just because the hot line right now is abort black male babies should not send real black men into a frenzy. When I feel like we kind of scattered, so we don't feel that all the time because I'm by myself in my home. Yashar's by himself in his home. There's not always this brotherhood, this uniformity. There's not all these things that keep you reassured, black man, you're on the right road. And it's frustrating when it's 20 decent men in the room and then one nigga come in, do something stupid, and it's like, man, men just fucking up. But men, we have to understand that that's how shit goes, because for a long time, it didn't stick out for us when men was like, bitches ain't shit. Dog these hoes. Milk these broads. That didn't stick out to us. That didn't raise our blood pressure. That didn't fuck our head up. You know what I'm saying? We thought that was like, there was no rhetoric that we was hearing that was against that. What's the rhetoric against dog these hoes? Pimp these bitches. What's the famous rhetoric line? It doesn't exist. We have to create that. And since we have it, black women are saying, I'm having children. I'm having children by black men. And the results of those black children, I'm getting blamed for. But I'm telling you, help me raise your son. They not helping raising the son, but then when the son grow up to be nothing, men are saying, look what the fuck these women doing to these boys. So their answer on their own, without depending on anybody else, is don't have the boys. Therefore, we won't get blamed for the horrible boys in society. That's what that is. But because men, sane men, don't think like women, we will have to go outside of ourselves to find that situation. And you only find it by listening to women and not being so frustrated at the entry line. It's a phrase, it's a word. And every man knows women use their words to hurt you. I don't know why we're failing to see that now. So it's not that one phrase. There's something real behind this one phrase. That phrase does not even mean what that phrase is worded to say.
That's right. Let me say something real quick, bro.
But you won't know. But you won't get it unless you talk. You won't get it unless you talk to the women. And I know it's hard because they're calling you Dusty. They're calling you names. I know the easy thing to do is to say, fuck you. I know Dusty. But it's harder than that because the dudes they calling Dusty was acting like us. They didn't come in just beating their meat. They was dressed like us. They smelled like us. They presented themselves like us. I love my mama. I take care of my kids. I got a job. This is my car. And they were lying. So it's going to take more than just you coming on the panel and saying, hey, man, they heard it before. Really, the only answer is action, which you all are doing. Yashar is doing. Yashar is doing. Yashar is about action. If these women could find 20 Yashars, they would be supporting that group. That's it. I just need us to be patient with each other. The arguing gonna happen, but I trust that we are mature and sane enough that we don't take it past a certain line where it can't be healed. Because this is healing. We're not mad at each other. Remember, the dusty niggas is not over here listening to us saying, damn, you know what? I apologize, ladies. I'm finna straighten my shit up. Let me call my baby mama. They're not.
Man, let me talk. Please let me just jump right there, bro.
They're continue to. Who is that?
That's A9.
Oh, go ahead, big guy.
That's what they asking for. If y'all can't hear me, I'm sorry. I don't got my other mic set up.
No, we hear you.
All right, I pulled up late. I had something I had to do for the last hour, but I know where we at. Listen, fam, we close. We so much closer than y'all think. We so close. Suave is saying it, right? We so much closer than y'all think. And if we can just get out of each other's way and say, number one, everything ain't about me, right? Dusty, I'm not necessarily a Dusty, right? I ain't necessarily. Hey, bro, hey, give me, hold up. Goldmine, give me that wrench real quick, bro. Give me that burner, bro.
No, go ahead.
No, shut up, nigga. Hey, Goldmine, give me the burner, bro. Wait till I get this burner, Shenard. You out of here. Did you say anything of significance today?
I'm trying to. You cut me off.
Man, shut your ass up.
I'm trying to ask a question real quick.
I'm talking, bro. Don't ask me no questions.
No,
shut up.
Shut
up. Bro. Hey, bro, if somebody don't give me this wrench, I swear to God, move.
I don't see nobody else to tell me.
Bro, move. Shut this nigga up, bro. I do not want to hear his mouth. I cannot stand him. He is the worst representation of what we trying to do. Shut up, Shenard. Now, back to the point. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be peaches and rainbows and all and whatever else you're looking for. Like Suave is saying, bro, it's ugly at first. It's ugly. I swear it is ugly at first, right? We're going to attack each other sometimes. We're going to disagree sometimes. But in the midst of that, we really create a collective. Two things. Black men, they're asking us to stop talking to them and talk directly to each other. You should be excited. You should be excited because they saying, no, why don't y'all niggas talk to each other? That means that I can pull up and say, Shenard, get your shit together. And you can pull back up and say, hey, nah, stop being a bitch. We should be able to say that to each other and identify what's the issue, iron that out, and then we move forward. Bet. Now, once we get there, now we can come to our sisters and say, bet, we're trying to build a collective. This is what we need from you. They've made it clear what they need from us, whether we agree or disagree, whether we are already there or not there at this point now. Only thing that needs to happen is let's get there, because we lying if we acting as though we weren't taught to go out here, like Suave said, and dog these women. We lying if we pretend as though we wasn't taught to go out here. I know niggas that will tell you, yeah, man, I got 3-4 kids. I can't get no job because I ain't finna hit child support. What you mean? So you just not gonna get a job for 18 years? I'm not saying that that's the collective, but that's how they viewing it. And I'm not hearing a whole bunch of voices of saying, nah, nigga, you misrepresent us. That's just real. So now we know what the problem is, bet. We know what the problem is. Amazing. Now, let's go solve it. I know how to solve it. Brother like Suave know how to solve it. I'm not hearing too many other people with solutions. I'm not mad at you, but I know how to solve it. You know how we solve it? Action. Action. Clean it up. And when somebody say, oh, nigga, you scamming, you trying to do that 501c3 scam, cool, bro, keep talking about it. I'm still going to create this damn organization that works and gives us after-school programs. I'm still going to work and create this organization that teaches our young men and women trades so they can actually become viable options in the workforce. Why does that become pertinent? Because then now I can't go to this black man and say, oh, you know, you ain't got no job. Nah, nigga, you got a skill. Go get hired by somebody and go take care of your damn kid. Well, she don't like me. I don't give a fuck. That's your child. Your child needs to see you. Your child needs to see you in action. Your child needs to see you be active. Your child, especially your son, if you're a man, needs to see you be able to co-parent with that woman who may hate you. Well, how do I co-parent with a woman who hates me? If you don't get off your ass and have a conversation with that woman, and if she refuses to have a conversation with you, then guess what? Unfortunately, now you have to go through the legal route too. But there is no reason to abandon your kid. That's the kind of conversations that we gotta get. That's the type of conversations we gotta have. I'm sorry if I get called a bitch. I'm sorry if Taz get called a feminist. I'm sorry if T-Duck gonna call me a simp. Guess what, nigga? That comes with it. Don't blow up the whole movement. Yes, you're gonna call me a sucker sometime. Yes, you're gonna say that I'm being passive. I don't give a damn. You know why? Because I'm building at this point. And if I gotta beat your ass when I see you face to face, nigga, then we'll step behind the building and we'll throw these hands and then we'll move on past that. But other than that, the only thing that we need to be saying from this point on is this is how we're going to fix it. If you the big dog, like nigga, I'm the big dog. All games aside, I'm the big dog in my house. I'm the big dog. That's what it is. I'm the big dog in my family. I'm the big dog in my circle. Somebody got a question, we going to ask the big dog. We starting a business, we asking him. We trying to fix it, we asking him. Somebody messing with my kids, we calling him. That's me. If that's you, you the big dog too. Congratulations, nigga, you've been nominated. That's what it is. We actually to a point where our sisters are begging us to be men. And I'm not saying everybody else ain't been there. But I'm dead ass, like we're to the point where our sisters are saying, nigga, just go be a leader. Don't ask me what to do, bet. That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. I'm not finna ask you. I'm finna tell you, nigga, take care of your kids. I'm finna tell you, nigga, make sure that they know that they're not supposed to go out here and kill people. If your skill is gardening, start a community garden. If your skill is finances, put together something that's gonna teach them finances. If your skill is whooping a nigga ass, teach people how to whoop people ass. But whatever it is, we have to move to the point where we are being leaders, because now you're literally to a point where our sisters are saying, nigga, if you will be a leader, I will follow you. I'm telling you right now, nigga, I got an alpha in this house. She ain't talking about submitting to nobody. But because I was a man and I stepped up and said I got it, my wife, if my wife said, where you going? I said, I'm going to the moon. She gonna say, nigga, I'm gonna pack you a lunch. Don't you fuck up. That's what it is. I earned that.
I ain't going to no moon.
Shut your ass.
I want to finish this point. I want to let you finish yours though, but I want to give Shannon a chance to say something. Yeah. Go ahead, big dog.
So you're sure.
10 more seconds. Hey,
I said, hold on. I said, let him finish his point, and then I want to give you a chance to speak, bro.
Hold on. We're not just giving Shanard a chance to speak like that. No, he got probation to speak. But go ahead, finish it.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying that everybody is right, everybody is wrong, and all. Like, I ain't finna do the politics. I'm done with it, bro. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Right?
Well, you're sure you Haitian?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If I was
man, what's right up, now, bro? What you trying to get
fuck
kicked
out of you, man?
Hey, just finish. Hey, now, just finish.
What I'm saying is, right, and you're right, Taz. We did just see a whole problem, but now you're seeing a whole solution. Now you said a whole solution. You want to say the other thing was a problem? Bet. Now let's talk about the solution, bro. I'm not saying ignore what you consider to be a problem, but I'm saying at this point, I know I can build with Damo. I know I can build with Swap. I know I can build with niggas, bro. I'm tired of I listened to Queen's Throne, a woman who I never even knew, would snap on niggas, say you're a laughing stock in the rest of the globe. I'm a laughing stock as a black man in the rest of the globe. I give a fuck now, bro.
You can't say that all the time.
but it registered for me last night. So great. I'm late to the party. Kick me for that. Whatever it is, it registered for me. And so what I'm saying is at this point now, from this point on, they don't want to hear nothing else other than what we're gonna do to fix it as a collective. So that needs to be our conversation. You want to complain about the Black woman or whatever, do that shit in private. They don't want to hear it. So bet. So now when we moving forward as a collective publicly, let's talk about how to fix it. That's all that needs to be said. Ain't nothing else to be said. If you got solutions, which I know many of these brilliant ass niggas do, let's just present the solution. That's it. I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
No, and I'm just saying that I'm talking to
what I'm gonna do. Go ahead,
I'm talking to my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not talking to you. I'm talking specifically to Yashar, Domo, A9, Yava. Specifically to the brothers. Keep doing what you've been doing, bro. Don't let this divert you. Don't let this turn, bro. Yeah. Don't let this turn you into the people that need to be targeted. Because you're not. But when you hear that rhetoric, you instantly morph like, Agent J, they don't know. You turn it right around and you start saying stuff that them dudes say. Nah. I'm just asking us to keep doing the work we've been doing and don't think the answer is attacking the rhetoric. It's not. The work you're doing is the answer. The good thing is that the sector of women that feel this way have a chance to now be exposed to you. But instead of them, I watched the chat. Yashar did nothing but had his camera on while he was working in his front yard.
And they loved it.
And they loved it. He didn't have to say nothing. He didn't have to do nothing.
I saw that.
But the moment that you attack his rhetoric and you feel like, well, I personally gotta say this, that's not the way. That's not the way. I know a lot of us feel like we are attacked. If we, come on, man. How many ways you gonna stop from being gay, bro? If you're not gay, don't worry about being gay. You're not gay if you stand by your sisters. Why they scrutinize men. You don't have to automatically defend men. Because these aren't even the men you fuck with. You don't fuck with these niggas. So now that they're not being begging, they're saying, well, this is my solution that I can have without depending on anybody, the white system, the black man, anything. And it's all just to have the conversation. Have the conversation. But attacking the rhetoric and therefore attacking them personally, right, is not the solution. Go ahead, Donna.
This is the thing, though. And one, I'll say this. I don't know what the fuck happened last night.
What happened last night?
I don't know, because niggas is talking about.
What is this about last night?
How you know what?
Y'all switching subjects?
Because Taz was talking about. First of all, the subject.
You know what happened. Shut up, bro.
Hey, bro, I swear to God, if somebody
I'm the host. I got it.
Get rid of this nigga, bro.
Because I would have let you stay, but you're telling me to shut up. So
fuck this nigga.
But this is the point I'm making. First of all, I don't know what the fuck happened last night. So, because Taz is saying that some shit somebody got on this platform, or I think it was either this platform or whatever. I'm thinking he's saying this platform and was talking wild shit about women. I don't know. It was a battle axe and Devanya stream that happened early this morning that I was not a part of.
Yeah, it probably was battle axe, and then he had stuff that was going on all night too.
You know what I mean? And so.
I heard somebody threatened sin. That's what I heard. Something like that.
It's a lot of
that's not only. Hold on, let me be clear. Space Ghost Perp said he was gonna kill Sin.
I'm not talking about that. That's not what I'm talking
about. I think people don't know what they're talking about.
Hold on.
I think people don't know what they're talking about.
I don't. Hold on, but listen.
I shut it down. I'm saying I shut it down early. I shut it down early last night because I knew I had an early day today, so I have no.
Are you clarifying about Devanya and Taz?
No, I'm clarifying about all the mystery, all the I didn't watch it. I don't know where this came from. I mean, go ahead.
But it ain't no. But that's what I'm saying. It ain't no.
Okay, I
it's
can
just
see
one thing that happened on this platform. You feel me? Whatever happened on this platform is what happened. Whatever happened, them niggas did. Get at them niggas. Get at them niggas. But I did what the fuck I did for the reasons that I fucking did it. Niggas talking about solutions and all this other shit. Y'all got that. What y'all niggas consider solutions, y'all got that. What y'all niggas think is do that. Ain't nobody stopping none of that. But this idea that, well, nah, everybody's not doing everything right. There is a just because like we understand that that there are these niggas who are hyper violent towards women, that are hyper fucked up towards women. You know what I'm saying? That shit happens on a spectrum. There are normalized instances and perceptions of women that make it possible for the extreme shit that happened on YouTube to be considered acceptable. And a lot of that normalized shit is the shit that we saw today. It's the shit that we saw with Bashir. It's the shit that we saw even before Taz came over here. It's been a lot of conversations that's what I'm saying. I don't know what niggas is talking about with Taz didn't do it, but before he even stepped over here,
niggas,
I was going at,
but it wasn't just you.
But no, I'm saying,
but niggas,
I'm saying, but I can,
because when Lex was talking about punching bitches in the face, yeah, that's when I snapped.
But that's what I'm saying. Like niggas been over here talking wild about women, and niggas was getting at them over here.
Facts.
Over here. And so is it some normalized shit that we still need to address? Yes. That's why these conversations is getting deeper because of that. But my thing is, it's the focus on the spectacular instances of violence that disguise how this shit is normalized. It's not just the motherfuckers on YouTube yelling about beating babies. It's the niggas that do it and normalize it to other people.
Right.
That's how. And a lot of times, you want to know the only way that you can attack how it's normalized is through intellectualizing it. Because things that are normal aren't considered deviant. It's easy to look at a nigga that's yelling about, you know what I'm saying, our like age of consent and say, we need to tear this nigga down talking about age of consent. Yeah. That's the easy thing to do, because that's clearly fucking unacceptable. That's clearly fucking unacceptable. Clearly. And the reason why I say YouTube is because if these people had a broader access to a broader audience, they would be removed from society. The reason why I say YouTube specifically, because it's the pocket where people come to say shit that they don't say in real life.
Say why that's important. And if you won't, then I'll do it real quick.
Nah, that's
a vital point, bro. And I think that point is being missed.
I mean, most people don't speak the same shit they speak on here in real life.
Right. That's why that's my point, sis. That's why I call it YouTube shit.
Right.
Because when I first got on YouTube and I started hearing people like, who the fuck talk like this?
But you know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? How the threat could be eliminated, ladies? Get your motherfucking concealed carry.
Oh,
that's how
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Fucking eliminated.
For sure. A lot of these.
Let me say
that. Hold on. Before we go there. No. Because I want to keep it here. You know what I'm saying? Because the point that I'm making is that because I know people assume that I'm just trying to say, oh, you trivializing it when you say YouTube shit. No, I'm saying behavior operates differently on YouTube than in real life, and we all know this. Word. Niggas ain't that bold. Now the niggas that get the biggest platform.
A lot of bitches be talking that tough shit. A lot of niggas be talking that tough shit and they not made like that.
All of that, right? Definitely. Right, all of that, right? So the niggas that get
walking
the bigger,
right by chicks getting abused.
Even listen,
because
even the niggas
they don't care. It's not that they can't defend.
You can't blanket
don't
it
give
like
a fuck.
You can't blanket it like that. You can't blanket it like that. A lot of people want to be better. Hold on.
Hold on. I'm talking. Y'all derailing my point. The point that I'm making about niggas doing shit on YouTube, right, is when we had this conversation about who about what the larger threat, who cares, what needs to be changed, all of that other shit, right? What we see here, like what we saw with Yara, was the normalization of how these other niggas justify this shit. What we saw with Yara was how that shit is like, oh nah, because we the niggas that care about black women. We the niggas that care, but there is a perception that still needs to be changed. And the only way you can address the conversation of fucking perception is through an intellectual dialogue. You got to explore the ways that people came to understand by asking, what does it mean and how did you come to this understanding? That has to fucking take place. And I don't give a fuck how other niggas move. I can care less how another nigga go about how he handling that business. While Taz thinks that the extreme forms need to be addressed.
Black male bashing. What does that mean?
No. That's what I'm saying.
Pointing out the things that black men are doing to black women and children on a daily basis is bashing black men.
Who said that?
Some chick in the comments.
And that's what I'm saying. Please, let's.
Oh yeah. I'm ignoring the comments.
Please.
Can I have 30 seconds to say something real quick?
Well, hold on.
We all
I'm
want
almost
30
done.
seconds, man.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I'm saying.
No, he not.
I'll be done when I'm done. But I'm saying it'd be quicker if I could just get through it. And please, because the chat don't make a difference. But this is the point that I'm making, right? I appreciate what Taz does because he does address the spectacularized instances of what we're talking about, the super extreme niggas, right? But what's important about breaking down these thought processes is that's how you able to identify them in the more moderate niggas who don't have the extreme views but still have that perception. That's what Taz is talking about, right? He talk and I fucking get it. That's why that extra shit that the nigga do be like, come on, bro, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
because it's not necessary. Like we fucking.
But look, like so, like what like Yashar, for example. You know what I'm saying? It's a knee-jerk reaction when the term all black or just the term generally black men is deployed, right? It's a knee-jerk reaction. You feel me? Because again, just like I said, masculinity in terms of how it was taught to black men, they first felt their own form of masculinity by challenging systems of whiteness and white supremacy. And our idea is that, it's our fight is the white man, sister, we in this together. You feel me? But that's the issue. The fight ain't just the white man. The fight is us too. We gotta challenge ourselves. We can't sit in what we think has been okay. We can't sit in that. Like even like when with the way like that conversation happened with Yashar and the sister, like and y'all may have been talking about, men have to overcompensate for the power dynamic that exists currently. It's too easy for a man to yell and get loud and overpower a woman and be considered heard. That's a part of the fucked up forms of how we interact with each other. That's a problem. Even when men do it to each other. Because we feel like we gotta be louder. That's the shit that niggas gotta. We can't say like we keep doing what we doing. Now that's the shit we gotta challenge.
I agree, Taz.
That's the shit that we need to step back and say no. And that's why I get what that nigga is saying in terms of really reaching out and touching. Like if I really fuck with you, I'm not gonna say like as it pertains to the league. As it pertains to the league, I fuck with y'all. So when I hear niggas on some shit that even some microaggressive coded gender language, I'ma say something. I'ma be like, nah, because if I fuck with because I really fuck with you, I want you to be the best nigga you is. So I'ma tell you wrong, bro.
Right.
Don't talk to her like that. Don't be like that.
You wrong for talking this long. You wrong for talking this long.
Let me exchange with somebody.
So we doing this long?
Damo just said that. Nah, let me exchange with you. Let me exchange with you on that point. Y'all crazy. Let me exchange with you on that point. And so I'll say this, and I'm gonna be real specific. Cool, if you crucify me, it's cool, it's whatever, right? Here's my issue, like with the Yara situation. We can say I don't disagree with your right to say, nigga, that ain't it. That ain't how you address it. But to
no. My point was he was wrong.
Okay, that's great. You're wrong. That's great. But to then try to paint him as he is the physical problem out here in these streets, when y'all know good and goddamn well that Yara is not these manosphere niggas talking about disciplining women and doing all of that shit. That's where I get frustrated. We know
that's how I know when we ignore the biggest
we know good and fucking well that Yara will put his life on the line for a black woman. We know that.
Nah, but see, that's the difference in what I'm talking about and what Taz is talking about.
That's the point I want to point out.
We having two different conversations.
But it gets lost. It gets lost because you're having that conversation, Taz is having the other conversation, and because there isn't any nuance put in, now it's just let's piss on y'all.
Nigga, my whole argument was nuanced. First of all, it started with the fact.
But what I'm saying, it doesn't get. I'm not saying that you're not saying it. I'm saying it gets lost. That's what I'm saying.
It get lost when you're trying to defend him, bro. It get lost when you trying to defend him and not let him sit in his criticism, bro. I'm not saying he the nigga out there beating on women, bro. I'm saying
that's what's being.
No, bro. See, that's what I'm saying, and that's the
old man. You talking to an old man like
and
that?
And that's the need. Hey, I only put you in the back. Next time I'm gonna straight up remove. How you want to do it? I'm gonna say it one more time. I only put you in the back. Next time I'm gonna remove. How you trying to do it? Now, what I was saying was it get like, to me, it gets lost where instead of understanding the criticism, it's like, well, he's not that person. I know he's not that. I wouldn't be fucking with him if he was. We wouldn't even be having this conversation. I wouldn't be having an intellectual breakdown of bell hooks if he was that. This wouldn't be happening. This is happening because hold on.
Just say that. That's all I'm saying. Say that part.
Bro, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. And here's why. Bro, I mean, nigga, you ain't like, I'm explaining my point that like you kind of brushing past to be like, well, it's lost in all these other conversations. It's lost because niggas won't let the niggas sit in the criticism. The criticism is your understanding of even healthy masculinity is still patriarchal, it's still plantation patriarchy. And that's what Bell Hooks explains in the same in the same work that he attempted to quote at the beginning of his shit. That's what I'm saying. You can't say that's not nuanced. You can't say that that's just, trying to call him whatever. That is he presented an intellectual argument, but within him presenting an intellectual argument, he exposed his own contradiction.
You just contradict.
And that's what niggas is not, and that's what niggas is not letting that nigga sit in, bro.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. Hold on, Shanard. I'm not saying that at all. Okay, great. You came and you pointed out an intellectual contradiction. What I'm saying is though.
See, niggas is playing games with it. It wasn't intellectual. It was a contradiction in how he approached the conversation of feminism as a whole. It was a contradiction in terms of how he challenged people like me and people like Taz in terms of what feminism meant, bro.
Okay,
like because you do this shit. Like that's what I'm saying. It's defensive.
I'm not doing no shit. I ain't doing no shit. I'm trying to have a space to have a conversation with you.
How you cook this so? How does that happen?
Hey, bro, kick this nigga, bro. I'm a fucking.
Yeah, he gone. He gone. I don't really. Yeah, he gone.
Like I fuck.
What I see
I fuck with y'all too tough to fucking.
No, it's not. It's not that, man. Domo, you need to let niggas get their point out, bro. Instead of cutting it off at the.
Niggas like, bro.
That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying?
Bro, because I don't. Don't lecture me about getting my point out. When first
I'm not lecturing. It wasn't a lecture. It wasn't a lecture, bro.
Man, go ahead, bro. Y'all niggas just be wanting to talk, bro. Niggas.
No, it's not. No, I want Domo. I want to get the conversation instead of hearing you personally attack Yara about your misunderstanding.
That's not a fucking personal fucking attack. That's your problem.
It is.
That's the fucking problem, nigga. Nah, niggas need to do a better.
We're talking about Yara instead of.
That's why I waste my breath, bro. I waste my breath with you niggas. Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I mean, actually, because I don't even do it for y'all niggas. I do it for the audience. So go ahead, bro. Go ahead and make it all about some bullshit, personal shit, instead of actually what the fuck is being discussed.
What I want to, okay, if I'm going to get the floor, I'm going to go talk about what I want to talk about. Because I don't want to talk about. Oh, okay. Like I said, we just have to. That I don't know what it is. I guess it's different for each dude at different levels. But when the conversation is had between women, you understand what I'm saying? And you're not even the topic of discussion. Like, I appreciate it because we all give enough of a fuck about Black people to have the discussion. That's who I'm honing in on. The people who are concerned about Black people conditions and want to better them. If that's what you want, I'm fucking with you. You don't gotta be Black power. You don't gotta sing my tune. We could disagree. I don't give a fuck. Where are we going to? Because I know me exposing myself, normalizing myself, the Domo, Yashar, Yara, A9, and all of them exposing and normalizing themselves to me, we're going to come to a point where we be like, okay, I can see where I can let that go, and I can see where I can adopt that. Everybody's gonna do it. Everybody's gonna do it. It won't have to be forced. We won't have to yell. All we gotta do is, like Domo said, have the intellectual conversation. So just like Yara pulls up, does a presentation, let's have the intellectual conversation. Black male baby should be aborted. Okay, let's have the intellectual conversation. But the moment you start attacking that rhetoric and start arguing with these women on the panel, it's deteriorating. You're not having that intellectual. The moment you start defending yourself personally, your ability to be a father, they're not asking you to die in the street for them. They're asking for you to let them get their points off. You can't do that. Where are we going to get to the point where you have the chance to die for them in the street? Right now, they just need you to be a brother and listen. That's it. So if you could die for them in the street, you could sit on YouTube and not feel like you have to attack every fucking point they say. You can let them get their shit off until they get to a point where you say, oh, now I understand where this is coming from. Go ahead.
Why though? Why? Why do niggas feel that way? Why do niggas feel like they gotta have that knee-jerk reaction? Anybody ask that question?
I said that's what I said. I think it's different things for each individual person at different levels.
But what does that do? If we saying that that's creating a problem, if we saying that that's
we gotta find a better way to go about this shit.
Right, but in order for us to find a better way to go about it, we gotta understand where it's coming from.
Right.
We gotta understand where it's coming from. That's why making what I was saying about Yara, personally about Yara, is false. Yara, and I said at the beginning of the stream, it's an example. There are there are aspects of anti-womanness that we've all fucking normalized. Myself included.
Did you hear what the fuck he just said?
Hold on, bro. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying, nigga. Damn. Yeah, I heard what the fuck he said. Y'all niggas want to sit around and kiss ass and we're all good. We're all good.
Shut your fucking stupid ass up. Ain't nobody kissing nobody's ass, nigga.
Who you talking to?
I'm talking to you. I don't give a fuck if you
I'm done with niggas yelling at me.
Nigga, you can call niggas stupid ass. All right, let me say it to you, Tom. Yes, nigga. You're insinuating that niggas are stupid.
Yeah, see, you saying I'm insinuating.
I don't give a fuck how you try to dress it up because
I'm not doing this with niggas, bro. I'm not doing this with niggas. You gonna have to do what you do, pimp.
I'm being very calm.
Nah, my nigga.
You want to kick me for being very calm? If you want to kick me for being very calm,
I'm in the middle of my sentence. You started yelling.
Nigga, we're conversating, bro.
And you started yelling, nigga.
Is this? Hold on. So
you started yelling, nigga. What's wrong with y'all niggas, bro? I'm not yelling at you niggas, bro. I don't give a fuck if you don't like what I say, nigga.
Just so I need to understand.
Y'all niggas got me fucked up, bro. We on a YouTube panel.
Is this listen to Damo? Is this listen to Damo or is this conversation?
It could be.
No, I'm asking you what it is. I'm asking you what it is.
Listen, what it is it's grown people talking.
Right, so I'm trying to talk to a grown man.
One person ain't yelling at another one. If one person ain't yelling at another one, then nigga, you shouldn't be yelling, period. I don't give a fuck,
nigga. With the bullshit, bro. Like, that's the only way to conversate with you.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You're being disrespectful.
Right, you heard what the fuck I said. Like I said, nigga, I'm gonna approach this shit how I want to approach this shit.
Right, so then niggas should have the same opportunity.
We niggas have internalized shit.
Then we have the same. Then we should have the same opportunity.
We niggas have internalized shit that we need to fucking challenge, and we're not gonna challenge
it. Nigga, we trying to have a conversation openly.
You not even responding to what I'm saying.
Nigga, yeah, because you said that's how a conversation works.
Hey, bro.
That's how I don't give a fuck.
This ain't it,
though.
Like, this ain't it.
Nigga,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, hey, bro.
It don't matter to me, fam. It don't fucking matter to
me. Listen. I'm saying, hey, bro, because I'm not doing what you doing. You just don't like what I'm saying. That's the difference.
No, I'm trying to conversate.
No, this ain't wrong with you. This ain't conversing, nigga. I'm not doing what you doing.
The word is converse, not conversate.
I'm not doing, bro, my nigga. I'm not doing what you doing.
I'm gonna keep saying. Goddamn, if I say motherfucking convoluted, I'm trying to talk to the nigga.
Whoa. I'm gonna say it. Hold on. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm not doing what you're doing. You the nigga yelling. You the nigga saying stupid ass. I ain't say none of that.
You said stupid ass. What are you talking about?
You a fucking lie. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to what the fuck I was saying. Anyway, when niggas sit around talking about, nah, we good, we just gotta, no, we not good. We gotta challenge ourselves, and we gotta consistently challenge ourselves. What niggas have specifically said here was, nah, we good. I know, nah, we good. Yes, we good, we cool with each other, but we gotta push back. We need to push back on the normalized ways that niggas say wild shit, do wild shit. It can't just be, oh, but we saving the fucking world. We saving the world. We got the whole plan to save all fucking black people, and niggas don't even know how to talk to women on the fucking panel. Fuck out of here. So I'm saying, all you niggas want to do is just talk and then be like, no,
for the
solution.
Record, nigga, conversate is a dictionary word. For the record, nigga. Conversate is the word.
Anyway, you just saw somebody put that shit in the chat. Prove it.
I'll prove it.
Prove it.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Hey, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen.
Can I say something real quick before y'all
let
go
me
in?
share the screen
then. Go ahead, Sully. Go ahead, Sully.
No, let me share the fucking screen.
Nah, fuck you, nigga. Wait.
Fuck you too,
nigga.
wrong
with you, nigga?
All right. So this I think that I got a new appreciation for Taz. You know,
they put that shit in the dictionary for dumb
I get it. Hold on.
Cool, I'll be a dumb nigga with multiple degrees.
I'm about to
How many you got?
I'm about to hop off real quick, but
look in the chat. That's your definition.
Okay. So I think that what is it? What's being exposed now? You know, is that you got a bunch of over here. I don't know about other circles. I don't know about is other circles that's saying a lot of things, and I'm hearing some stuff that is definitely not not good. If you're talking about killing people, killing women. So I don't know too much about that, but in this circle here, you got people that want to try to find ways of solving the problem, and that's what's really being argued at this point. Different perspectives on how to deal with the issue. I think that is productive, but I see now in light of when it gets to the point where people, because that's how shit starts. You know what I mean? And going from any type of social atmosphere, whether it's the hood or whatever, it all starts from people saying shit, and then people saying shit. And then eventually somebody's going to act upon it to take it a step further. So you don't want to be in the atmosphere where people is talking about, killing people and, doing stuff like that. That has to be nipped in the bud. So, I mean, in terms of this circle, where is YouTube, I guess that's the way of dealing with it. But in terms of y'all conversation, y'all gotta be more emotionally disciplined when y'all having conversations in public, because what happens when you don't have emotional discipline is that the people that you're trying to reach is not going to take you seriously. So when y'all begin to curse each other out, and people coming more so just to hear y'all curse each other out, as opposed to the good information that y'all have to present from y'all perspective. So that's all I'm asking, is that y'all kind of show a little more emotional discipline and some camaraderie and respect each other as Black men trying to solve the problem. Because I'm pretty confident that all y'all guys agree that that's what y'all guys are attempting to do, and y'all just have a disagreement in the approach on how to do it. So I'll let y'all go ahead.
Man, I do what the fuck I do. I don't give a fuck about niggas' sensibilities. I ain't tripping off none of that shit. Like I said, niggas can be bad or they won't.
Right, and you think that that's the solution. That's the
no. I think the word solution is a buzzword for you niggas. It really is. I don't believe. I mean, I think niggas could do good things. I think niggas can organize and be productive. But when you look at, like, for example, if we're looking at the issue of how black men view and treat black women, and then we're talking about the solution, and we're not focused on our mindset, like how our minds work, then what the fuck are we talking about? Like, niggas can't if like free your mind and your ass to follow.
And ain't nobody disagreeing with you that. Only thing that niggas is trying to say is, let's get away from trying to put everybody in the manosphere box who don't speak like you. Let's get away from trying to put everybody in the box who may not be as up to speed or up to date as the nigga that they want to hear from. That's all I'm saying. That's the only point that certain niggas is trying to make. To act as though other niggas who trying to catch up or trying to get up to where you want them to be, fucking all of a sudden represent the niggas who are trying to disrespect and kill and murder these women is a motherfucking reach.
You can keep defending these niggas.
I'm defending a nigga by saying that this ain't the nigga that's saying he want to murder black women. That's what I'm doing.
Nobody said he was that.
Yes, people are saying that. You retarded ass nigga.
All right. All right, so focus on that. So they'll talk to them people then. Lecture them people. Because that ain't what I'm saying. Lecture them.
We can't lecture shit because you don't want nobody else to talk.
So line ass up, nigga. Niggas, you can play victim if you want to.
You ain't been stopping everybody else from talking, Dumbo?
You know how long this stream been going?
You ain't been stopping everybody else from talking, Dumbo? That's what I thought, nigga.
Bro, you can play victim if you want to. That don't mean nothing to me. Feel like that.
Ain't nobody playing victim, nigga. I'm telling the truth, nigga.
Bro, like I said, you play victim.
Look, I gotta play victim for it when I can start my own stream. Nigga, I'm trying to conversate with my brother.
That's an interesting fucking question.
I'm trying to have a conversation because I want to conversate with my intellectual brother, nigga. Conversate. It's in the chat. Look it up.
Conversate.
Learn to pronounce verbal inform.
Well, I guess let me make
third person.
I guess let me make it more clear.
Conversates, past tense, conversated, past participle, conversated. General or present participle, conversating.
Like somebody's supposed to be scared.
Engage in conversating. Sometimes it's nice to be able. Watch this. Here's the actual usage of the word.
Loud, like
sometimes it's nice to be able. Hold on. Let me say it calm for you. Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's nice to be able to sit and conversate.
Yeah. Well, let me be clear about what my criticism of your response. When you say, "Well, he's not this group," right? What you're doing is you're attempting to remove him from a particular criticism just because he's not operating on the extreme. It's like, no, he's not on the extreme. But a part of the stream that he did today normalizes what makes the extreme possible. That's my argument with Yara. That's my issue with Yara. I don't think Yara's a bad father. I don't think any of those things. That's my issue with a lot of shit that niggas say. When it's just like, we just want better for, and we just trying to fix these things. My issue is not that these men are manosphere niggas. The issue is that what they normalize is what make manosphere niggas possible. It's a link there. It's a connection. That's the argument. But that's what niggas ain't got no response to. Niggas want to converse. Niggas want to converse when it's a clear argument laid out. There's no rebuttal and no explanation of that. Niggas want to play victim. No, you ain't gonna let nobody talk. All right.
No, the manosphere title or tag, like what the hell is that, man? Is that literally a nigga that act like Sotomayor?
I guess. I don't know, bro. Yeah. I blurred it. I blurred it just like everybody else.
Who is that? Let me see if I get this name right. Queen Nama. Did I say that right?
My name is Naima.
Naima, I apologize. No disrespect at all. Can you give me a breakdown of what that manosphere thing's supposed to be?
I don't know. I don't fuck with the manosphere. They're a bunch of self-hating black women haters. Why the fuck would I listen to them?
No, I wasn't saying that you listen to them. I was just asking for the understanding of what they supposed to be, because I don't know. I ain't never heard about them. I don't be around.
A bunch of incels. I can tell you. A bunch of incels that have been cast out from society. That's about it in a nutshell.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. Listen, Pearl's the Swan. I don't give a fuck.
Cynthia, I love you too, boo. I love you too. Trust.
I thoroughly enjoyed my breakdown. I feel like it was a lot of pertinent information that was presented. And like I said, I treat this bitch like a think tank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it would be cool if the dialogue that would take place was centered around, you know what I'm saying, whatever else. But you know what I'm saying, whatever. I'll be that. If I gotta be that nigga, I'll be that nigga. Plantation patriarchy defines how these niggas view masculinity. And until niggas have had a serious conversation about moving away from plantation fucking patriarchy, niggas is not actually thinking about challenging the ways that, not how Eurocentrism and whiteness challenge them, like in terms of getting a job and shit, nigga, how we got shackles on your fucking brain, nigga. Niggas talking about starting businesses and all that shit to fight the white man, but niggas can't decolonize their own fucking mindset or prioritize decolonizing their mindset. And I'm pretty sure Anonymous missed a lot of the information. Because a lot, like literally, the criticism that Bell Hooks was making was that the perception that niggas have of masculinity mirrors today literally mirrors the perception that Frederick Douglass and them had, nigga. The niggas that seen slavery. You don't think the niggas fresh out of slavery needed some shit in their mind changed? Are these people not brainwashed?
Ain't nobody disagreeing with that. What was my only point? What was my only point? That is irresponsible to take niggas
defending Yara, making it personal, defending Yara.
Let's move from Yara.
Because that's the criticism. Let's take
nigga, I didn't tell you not to criticize. So what you did was you came on here and you intellectualized your argument against what he was saying. I ain't got no problem with that.
Okay.
I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem. It's when we go from, oh, this nigga is goddamn Kevin Samuels now all of a sudden. All of a sudden, this nigga beats women. He fucking is a woman predator. That's the shit that I'm saying. That's the shit that I'm seeing written in the motherfucking chat. And I've been told, stand down, don't say nothing about it. Just let it. Oh, fuck that. Because I wouldn't let them do that to Taz. I wouldn't let them do that to you. I wouldn't let nobody do that to somebody who I knew was not a fucking abuser or a predator of women. Say you disagree. Say, nigga, I hate everything you said. But when we move into, nigga, you're the manosphere, nigga, that's where we got a problem. We got to be honest. You already running around here fucking talking about disciplining women with his fucking hands? That's a married man with 4 different women in his house and 1 son. And we talking about he's the manosphere. That's where I have a problem. Disagree with his information. Don't put him in a perspective of he's out here beating women. He ain't doing no domestic discipline.
Unacceptable.
Right. So that's y'all. That's y'all remedial, low level.
I would do it for you too, fam.
Right. So I'm gonna ask you to shut the fuck up while I'm talking. And if you say something,
then ask me in a respectful way. Then ask me in a respectful way.
Please not talk while I'm talking, bro.
No problem.
Could you please listen? Because this is a moment of clarity I'm gonna need y'all to get, because I'm not gonna say it no more. I've been saying it for a week and a half. The manosphere is exactly what Yara just did a stream on. Black masculinity, protecting black masculinity in an anti-black male world. That is what the fucking manosphere is. Now, if you want to try to recreate that paradigm, you're not doing a good job of it because you sound like the last niggas doing it, y'all. Right? Protecting black masculinity and anti-black male world, all of that shit is what the manosphere is. It's not just putting your hands on women. It's being able to pop in front of your camera like Yashar did and say, you gonna have my baby. You gonna have my baby. Or even play dumb and act like the woman is talking about his child. Gaslighting. That's what the manosphere is. But if you just look at it in a box, like, oh man,
whoa, slow down. For one, I ain't made no woman have nothing of mine. Matter of fact,
that's not what you presented yourself as. Bro, that's not what you presented yourself as, man.
Listen. So
I only got
showing
love
my son
for you to come and tell you, and not go to my channel and drill you.
Showing my son made me present myself as I made them have my baby.
You see how you talking?
That's what you saying?
I got enough respect for you to not take your ass to my channel and take you up top, nigga. Because you're talking. Shut the fuck up, you dumb nigga. You're dumb. Shut the fuck up. I told y'all don't talk while I'm talking.
Bitch ass nigga.
Explaining the dumb ass nigga.
Nigga, you just told me, nigga, I was in the manosphere, hoe ass nigga. That's what the fuck came out your motherfucking mouth, hoe ass nigga.
Ass just got on here and displayed yourself like you are. And if you wasn't so
nigga, what the fuck is that, nigga? What the fuck did I do to say that nigga I'm a part of the manosphere, nigga, by showing my son, hoe ass nigga?
You turned your camera on and acted in a threatening way. Not only did you do that, but then your stupid ass didn't understand the point she was making, so you put your fucking child on camera. You're fucking dumb. That wasn't even the fucking point, but you so fucking stupid.
Nigga, what was the fucking point then, hoe ass nigga? What's the point then? Bitch ass nigga?
The point?
Because if a woman heard that shit, then she wouldn't be having my kids, right? That's the whole purpose of her saying it. So what, nigga?
The point is,
what the fuck you not gonna do?
We know.
Bitch ass niggas is weak. All you bitch ass niggas do is run your mouth. What the fuck are you doing?
Please.
What are you doing,
nigga?
Let
me deal with this. Don't get in the middle of it. Just let me deal with it. Because I need you to understand, bro. You got on in front of that camera and said you're gonna have babies. I'm not telling you did that to your wife. I'm telling you what the image you presented was that black women don't have a choice. Was that they're gonna do it?
That's your perception, nigga. That's your perception.
No,
nigga. What is wrong with you, nigga?
That's
nigga. Something is wrong with your thinking,
and you
homeboy.
Don't like it when a nigga presents.
Something is wrong with your fucking thinking, nigga. A regular nigga, a real man don't think like you, nigga.
You can unmute now.
What is wrong with you?
Because this is the problem. You don't like it when a man tells you what women keep trying to tell you, niggas.
Nigga, so a woman ain't told me shit, nigga. Hey, bro, a woman ain't told me nothing, nigga. This is the first time a woman has a fucking voice to even speak her motherfucking tongue. Nigga, you fucking crazy, nigga. You crazy ass, nigga.
I'm tired.
Let him go.
I'm tired.
Let him go.
Like it don't make no sense,
man. Clown ass nigga. Let him put out what he's trying to put out, bro. Let me just respond, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to put out anything.
They gonna try to paint you as somebody that hate women too.
Nigga, he already tried to do that whole ass shit. Nigga, that's why I said something in the first place.
So that's what I'm saying. Relax.
What I was trying to do, and because you niggas are emotional wrecks, because you're an emotional, unstable nigga.
I don't give a fuck about nigga what you think you're threatening. Nigga,
you're the nigga on here.
I can turn up just like you, nigga. Every time you turn up, nigga, use an emotional wreck ass nigga.
Turn up, nigga. This ain't no turn up.
Nigga, you're the nigga on here threatening.
Nigga, you got shit fucked up.
Who did I threaten? What are you talking about?
I'll take y'all niggas on top. You bitch ass niggas better shut up and let me talk.
If it was like that,
that's a threat.
If I didn't have love for you, is what I said.
It's a threat.
Bro, you don't get it. I've been in these circles.
You don't get it neither, nigga. We trying to fight with you.
Your motherfucking circle, nigga. Then you should know how to deal with a nigga that ain't been in your circle, nigga. And they don't fuck with no whole ass niggas. Threatening women, nigga.
Hold on. See,
rewind back to what that nigga did.
Niggas just trying to fight with you, but because they don't say what you say, or because they're not all the way up on the lingo, or whatever the situation is, all of a sudden they become your enemy. But when niggas is trying to sell, even when a nigga try to say, all right, nigga, explain to me what I'm missing, then it's nah, bitch, nigga,
didn't I get cut off?
Then I'm not talking about you on that part. Hold on. Then it's in the chat. Nah, bitch, nigga, you should know. So then when a nigga say, okay, he don't know. Now for me, I get it. I see what's going on. But what I'm saying is everybody ain't there. So instead of saying, okay, nigga, let me explain to you what the issue is, nah, nigga, automatically you're the manosphere. Automatically you're this, you're that. Instead of saying, nah, nigga, when you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that promotes this. That's the point that even Swab was trying to make.
I distinctly remember telling.
I just did that, FYI.
I distinctly remember telling y'all last week, you're borderline taking those steps. Again, black masculinity, protecting black masculinity in an anti-black male world. That is a manosphere title. I don't know what y'all not getting. I don't know what it is you think the manosphere is, but I'm trying to explain it to you. I don't know what the fuck the manosphere is. These are black men who, right, and I'm trying to tell you, they marginalize.
Don't label me as something that I don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
Right, but what I did was gave you an example of your behavior. I gave you an example of something you did that they would do, and you didn't like it, but it's a fact. That's why I'm right and you're wrong, and that's why you need to shut the fuck up and listen instead of thinking you can get buck in these situations. You can't. You're losing. Nigga, you're behind. You're losing. So keep jumping your motherfucking ass in front of me, and I'm gonna plow you niggas. Because you niggas don't get it.
Losing to who and what?
Jumping the fuck in front of me, disrespecting these fucking women. Because there's a line drawn. So you can keep on pretending like you do and saying that you do, but nigga, it's obvious. It's obvious. How the fuck we all stand for the same shit, but y'all going against me? How? I do this YouTube shit. You try to diminish it when you refer to it, it won't work. Because then when we come back to this conversation, now we see who's inept, who doesn't even know the topic. But you want to be in it. You want to talk. You want to argue about what you're doing, but you don't do shit on this platform. I'm trying to give you the information. I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm saying you're welcome.
It's not a you're welcome. It's listen so you'll understand and stop saying some of this shit. Because you sound like them niggas.
I'm not worried.
You sound like them. You sound like
I'm not worried.
Not even you. Shut up.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're somebody who would get attacked as the feminist. Because that's what I'm saying. Like they attack the other person as the feminist. This is some shit that we live, nigga. So it's like I'm not trying to label nobody here. But if you don't take this information, I'm telling you that's what you're doing. Fuck the label. You doing the same shit these niggas do. Can that be the discussion?
Yeah. Niggas gotta move away from the knee-jerk reaction, bro. Even like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's I can criticize myself and be a perfect example of that.
Right, he doing all that screaming shit, like talking over tabs. He trying to explain to you. You just super fucking emotional. Like nobody is scared of that loud talking bullshit. We could all talk fucking loud. Why don't you fucking listen and shut the fuck up?
Hey, yo, I got watch your fucking mouth. You know who the fuck you think you're talking to?
Or else what, motherfucker? What you gonna do?
Watch your fucking mouth.
Hold on. Nah. Let's
fuck out of here.
Let's keep it cool.
That's what happens with
lame ass motherfucker.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
I just need to ask this. I need to ask this right quick. How come every time?
That like
just a quick question, man.
I don't have nothing against you, Shar. That's how you're gonna be viewed. You gotta roll that back, nigga.
I don't give a shit about none of these silly ass bras, bro. They gonna disrespect.
Nobody gives a fuck about you, ignorant motherfucker.
What I'm saying? I didn't say shit to you, bro, at all.
Man,
fuck you and your kids, nigga.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Let that nigga say that shit. Stop reacting. Let that nigga prove my point. He said he don't give a fuck about y'all broads, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Disrespectful ass broads, nigga.
Ain't nobody gonna
just like you said, fuck all black bitches, nigga.
No, that's not what you said.
Like you know what the fuck you said, nigga.
Clean up your words now, motherfucker.
Act like you know what the fuck you said, nigga.
And
shut the fuck up, nigga.
Shut the fuck up.
Benefit to you niggas being up here, because I will
fucking talk. That's why you ain't got no fucking man now.
I don't even want these women talking, because as soon as you get ready to call them,
I stole him from you.
Ready to call them bras, I gotta defend them. Soon as you get ready to call them bras from your position of I'm defending black women, you ain't doing shit. Get out of my lane. Get out of my fucking lane.
Nigga, get your shit, nigga, get your motherfucking cheerleader crew together, nigga. Get your cheerleader crew together, nigga. Since you want to be the male cheerleader over there, nigga.
Shut the fuck up. Go
get your motherfucking cheerleaders together.
Go suck a dick.
Who gonna check him for calling them bras?
We can't do that. That's what I'm saying, though. That's what. I mean,
nigga, check that motherfucker over there running her fucking mouth, nigga.
Hold on, look.
Why don't you check?
Hold on. All right, now that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the point, though. Like, we gotta, like, the disrespect, like, that can't, like, we can't do that, though. Because niggas is gonna keep going in that direction. And this is why I call this shit YouTube shit. Because shit escalate like this.
Niggas bad, nigga. Did you hear that audio, nigga? Niggas sitting up here pretending like they care about black women. I had him pop off like, these bros, I do niggas bad. Nigga, that's why I'm the fucking GOAT. That's why you niggas don't like me now. See how I just fucking made you embarrass yourself again? You're dumb. Change your fucking behavior, nigga.
Nigga, I embarrassed nothing, nigga. You's a bitch, nigga.
Your behavior.
You's a bitch ass nigga.
I've been doing this
for years. Nigga. That's what the fuck you is, nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Keep on acting like the bitch that you is, nigga.
Change your behavior.
Nigga, I know what type of nigga you is, nigga. I don't fuck with bitch niggas like you, nigga. Hoe ass nigga.
Long hair like a bitch.
Laughing like a little bitch,
you
nigga.
Don't fuck with
you
black
got
women
long hair like a bitch.
Hold on, sis.
You just call black women broad.
Nigga, she is a broad, nigga. She ain't no motherfucking woman. She ain't no woman.
Nigga, suck a dick.
Carry yourself like that, nigga. A woman don't talk like that, nigga.
Manosphere.
Fuck you, nigga.
Difference, nigga.
You nigga.
Taking up for these silly ass women, nigga. That's why we so dumb ass. That's why they running their mouth like they running their mouth now, nigga. Cause bitch ass niggas like you over there, nigga. Captain saving them, hoe ass nigga.
Yeah.
Record that, bitch, nigga.
Nigga.
Record that, nigga.
I wish you'd be quiet and let you embarrass your fucking self, nigga. I wish you'd shut the fuck up and let your stupid ass keep embarrass yourself, nigga.
Nigga, you's a bitch, nigga.
You, bro, you're embarrassing yourself.
Understand what I'm saying? You's a bitch, nigga.
Yes, I know I'm a bitch because I just embarrassed you.
You ain't embarrassed nothing, nigga. I'm still here, nigga. I'm still here, nigga. What the fuck is y'all gonna do, nigga? What the fuck is you gonna do?
Same shit you want.
Nothing,
motherfucker.
Nothing.
You are fully exposed, nigga. It ain't a nigga on the planet can help you right now, nigga. You are fully exposed.
Nigga, take care of your cheerleaders, nigga, like I said, nigga.
Fully exposed, nigga.
Nigga, go get you some tampons with your bussy bleeding.
Take care of your cheerleaders, nigga. Take care of your cheerleaders, nigga.
All right, it was what it was. I talked about what I talked about. The people who got the message got the message. People who didn't. It's recorded on YouTube.